Ooh. 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 Hands. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with the joke. The joke's over. Hey guys, what's going on? The joke has been completed.
Record time.
Record time. We did it. We did it, my dudes.
Record time.
We're only 22 minutes over the time that we continue to say is our start time.
New record.
New fucking record, boys. Hell
Let's
yeah.
go. We'll get that trophy.
Maybe
soon.
one day we'll do it on time.
Don't fucking joke, all right? Don't even joke about that shit, all right?
I'll get their hopes
Do
up.
you want the chair with the knife to hear you?
That fucking chair is still there.
I forgot about that stupid.
The chair is never going to leave. Why is anybody even thinking the chair is just part of us now?
The chair refuses to leave. I don't know where it came from, but I can't get it to leave.
Also, thank you Isno, thank you Fake Person, thank you Mr. Frost King, thank you Cyan Gemini, thank you Turtle Cake for the resubs and the gifted subs. Fake Person is a tier 2. Hell yeah, my dude. I don't know what do you have access to with tier 2? Is that the
one emote?
Well, I don't know. I don't know which fucking emote it is, Squeaky. That's what I'm trying to ask. Is it the excited? Is that the tier 2 one?
Yeah, the excited one.
It's the like the double thumbs up, like that one.
No, it's the one where it's kind of like he's looking like happy and excited and. What? What? There's no 2 thumbs up on that one. I'm looking at it right now.
Well, it's like the two hands. The 2 hands.
Oh yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
That one. Cool.
And the
We've
blue
done
one
it.
Is the,
we figured it out.
It's the tier 3.
We figured it out.
All right, everybody, join us next Monday. The stream is over now.
We've already shown the hands. There's nothing else. There's nothing else for us. Oh, there they are again. Oh man. Oh fuck. Here's
Oh shit, dude.
Oh,
my weirdly crooked pinkies and all.
Oh no.
Dude, whenever I was in high school, I would sometimes like go up to people and like shake their hands and then like yell and hold my hand and like show them my pinky.
The best way to make friends.
It was great because like most of the time people freaked out until I showed them my other pinky. It was fantastic. It's fantastic.
Such a fucking asshole.
It's fantastic, man. And yes, I do have a curved monitor. It is a curved boy. Look at that.
Yeah, the curved monitors are great. I got one too.
You can also see, and whenever we're talking, you can also see the little lights over here change. Yeah, like that. That way you know that wasn't me. Whatever the hell that was. Because I'm the blue one, you see. Everyone else is all the other one. And then there's the one on the very right, which is obviously
penis.
So Eric, that's what.
Yes.
Sometimes it's actually hard for me to tell if it's the soundboard or you're actually saying the word penis.
I'll have some milk.
Logan, what are you doing here?
He's a guest player tonight. Clearly.
Well, obviously Aaron's here because he's just part of the Monday crew. Always has been.
I've always been here every single day, and that's not something we just made up on the spot. No, sir.
I knew praying to Keanu would yield results.
Well, our deity, Lord Keanu, the god of cute, the god of cute and snow.
Lord Keanu, first of his name.
I sincerely just want to have him be a deity in Zelda. Like that's just what I just want there. I just want him to be
What
a
do you
deity.
mean? He already is.
You know what? There you go. He already is.
I was gonna say, I thought you canonized him last game.
Definitely, 100%.
Yeah, so now there's a god I know of that I can ask for favors for.
God Keanu art at 100 subs. So I'm playing. 100 extra subs. No, I'm playing. Don't worry about it. Let's go ahead and go back to the starting smooth screen just to immediately leave it and go into the actual like thing for our stuff. Heck yeah! Goodbye, big chat. I'm glad we could take as much screen time from you as possible. But yeah, guys, we are in the room. Things have been somewhat cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, we got a lot of things going down. FOMO will show up in a little bit. They're doing some school stuff. You know, the bane of the Monday game's existence, FOMO school.
We will destroy it one day.
One day we will destroy. Once we get enough demon points, we will destroy FOMO school.
We will destroy the education system.
I agree. But yes, as we are all getting ourselves ready to heck and go forth, I'm going to roll this dice over here, unless anybody wants to volunteer. So I'm going to roll this dice over here. Starting with Gallon, ending with Marco, 1 to 6, yada yada. That is Gorthos. Gorthos, what happened last game?
Oh, fuck. Oh, you see, what happened last game?
I haven't given incentives for you guys to volunteer for it. Nobody.
I mean, I volunteered last game. I don't want to steal the spotlight or anything.
No, it's all right. It's fine. I appreciate you, Squeaky. I appreciate you and your oily butt.
It's a big round wet McMuffin.
Go ahead, Anthony.
So last game we our party had finally gotten to the fucking ever so praised by Ronan clam beds.
Hell yeah.
We had a real fun time figuring out which size clam was the right size for everyone. And clearly the toddler size one was not for Gordo, it was for Clavier, but there was a logistics error. So we got everyone switched, but that's fine. So we get over our little clam beds, we all rest up for the night. Literally all but 2 people had fucking bedmates that night. Ronan got to have 2 women on his arms, pinning him in place as he stared at the ceiling in abject terror. Because he didn't know what to do. Gallon and Polo shared a bed. Unfortunately for Polo, nothing happened. Marco and fucking Roki, for some reason, they had a nice little talk. And then Clavier and Gorthos had their own little bachelor pads. Except for, I actually don't know if Clavier had their own bachelor pad, because I don't know if those skeletons are actually sapient or not. So I don't know if they're just decoration or they're actually there. But, you know, that's for philosophers to decide when the game is over in 900 sessions. During the night, besides, Ronan's pure terror at sharing a bed with 2 women, for some reason, I don't know why he'd be afraid. I wouldn't. Fucking bludgy asshole. So, fucking Marco and Roki, of all people, had a nice talk about, well, Roki's fucking backstory, honestly. He kind of interesting. I can't remember, because much like Roki, I also have amnesia. So
I don't know who I am.
Yeah. Oh, look, I did remember something about Roki's backstory.
He knows what he is. He knows who he is now.
That's good. If only Gorthos could get that lucky.
You just have to come inside me, Gorthos.
No. That happened. During the God, what the fuck happened with Gallon Polo? I'm sorry.
Glowies.
That happened after. That happened after. Gallon Polo had a frankly adorable yet very awkward not cuddle session. It was kind of cute. Not that Gallon would remember that, but Gallon did get gaslit later, so that was pretty fun.
You guys use the word gaslit.
Don't worry about
like
that.
as if it doesn't take two people to cuddle.
Listen. Anyway, so if you wanted to tell this, if you wanted to give your version of history, you should have gone.
I mean, I could have, but the dice rolled you.
Yeah, I'm just that lucky. So as that happened, Clavier had the most profound feeling of his master, big funny, big bony dragon. He's not very funny. Well, he's kind of funny. Funny bony dragon. I'm waiting on that art, Tika. So he felt his master wandering along near Death Mountain, which didn't make sense since his master was still in transit to Death Mountain. And Claire was like, what the shit? And so he decided to ring up his boss, Big Dragon Man, Vol Circuit is his name. And he rang him up, and he was like, so are you at Death Mountain? And the dragon's like, what the fuck you call me for, Clavier? It's 2 a.m. What do you mean? And as Clavier, in his most angelic of voices, it just described to his master what he felt. The master was like, well, shit, I think that's a piece of me. It might be my pinky toe or something. You should probably figure that out. Go find that. And also, don't, it might kill you. So don't die. I need you alive for my reasons. But if you have to fight, just, fight. And Clara's like, all right, Master, that's good advice, Master. I'll try not to die, because dying would be bad. I like living. And in his confusion, Clavier came to bother Gorthos about, hey, anything about, but you're made of bones. You know what bones are. Can you tell me how these bones work?
I can tell you how the bones work, but it'll take a while.
It's like, what the fuck? Gorthos just, what the fuck are you talking? I don't know how bones work. I'm just a skeleton. And Gorthos like, fine, I'll try and help.
I'm sorry for my racist assumption.
God, he's gonna get canceled. Gorthos tries to help out Clavier by doing the only thing that Gorthos can do with his highest stat, and is try to remember things. And boy howdy, the remembrance happened. Turns out Vol Circuit may have caused the Gerudo Desert to exist. Or something.
Do you remember? 21st night of September.
Apparently, yes.
Whoa!
Well, there's also, we finally got the name drop of Clavier's master, Vol Circuit, in which Clavier responded with, how dare you, and decided to ineffectually pap Gorthos with his feathers.
Do not speak his name as if it was something you find on the dairy section.
With that bit of history uncovered and an extremely disconcerting feeling of apathy towards a complete lack of empathy towards the lost lives of Vol Circuit's reawakening, that happened. So we came to the conclusion that perhaps the best course of action might be to contact this weird shard of his master and hope for the best, and just hope it doesn't blow him up in transit. So that was the night, but during the night as well, a phenomenon's happened. Marco awoke and found that Kira was in his bed for some reason this time. Oh, and also the three Triforce was also were glowing like fucking beacons in the middle of the night or something. I think that might have been important too. And as excuse me, I'm not doing good today. physically. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, so after all that, after the fucking light show happened, and that Polo was really the only one around to notice that, because I guess Kira sleeps like a fucking rock or something. That's weird. Polo explained, hey, y'all were glowing and shit. And they're like, that's weird. I can't remember if we did discern an explanation as to why they were glowing, but from me, player Anthony's perspective, I think that they're our indicator of when we level up.
We leveled up.
We all did, but only 3 of us get the glow when we do it. Afterwards, we all did our morning assembly, except Galen apparently just had like the worst nightmare ever and jumped out of bed as Polo was holding on to him in sheer terror. In a very ungallon way that we've not seen ever. Really.
And nobody went back to see what happened, right?
No.
What do you mean?
Good.
There was a private talk that happened last time.
Oh yeah.
Good.
That's for fucking people who
it was definitely later given away near the end, though.
Nah, what are you talking about?
Yeah. I don't fucking know.
No, it was. It was.
Nah, what are you talking about?
It was.
I don't know what you
Fine,
mean.
it's fine.
Sounds like we're getting gaslit.
It seems that it is the accuser who is truly the lighter of the gas.
so after Galen burst out of his room like his ass was on fire, a few other people also, the rest of us did gather to the good mornings and all that. We explained, we had to explain, we talked about the things that happened in the night. Claudia brought up the master thing. We contacted the shard, and oh boy, there was that a lot of stuff from that. It seems even his fucking pinky toe can't turn the volume down for Vol Circuit. Holy shit.
I don't know what you could mean.
Clavier had a nice discussion with this version of his master, which apparently was stuck in the undisclosed past because fucking dude kept calling Clavier Link and asked if he had and was asking about the master sword and shit. And that's like, interesting. He was also asking about if he defeated, with the sword in his hand, he'll be able to defeat the generals. And interesting shit. Very interesting shit happened with that. Apparently, we all took a moment to digest that information, and it's like, man, this fucking dragon, man, this is a weird dragon, making weird stuff happen. I actually can't keep talking for long stretches. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is going to be a terrible session.
Where'd you leave off?
So what happened after that?
Where'd you leave off again?
We just got done talking. Vol Circuit talked about Link. It's like, good job. You'll kill the generals and yada yada yada, like I told you to.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure I was gonna say you missed a couple of small things like Ronan using fate cards to delay making choices, and then Ronan decided to maybe consider using his wish, but the wish card backhanded him and said, think about it over the next week, and he said okay. We all went to settle and fix up the cart so that we can head off into the dungeon. But before that, Galen was like, I'm totally gonna go do that, guys. I'm gonna totally go prep the cart. Don't you worry. You'll see me there. But then took a hard left to the potion maker's house and was like, yo, so I saw shit. I'm not supposed to be seeing shit. I shouldn't be seeing shit. You're a witch. You do the weird bubbly goo magoo in that cauldron. Help me. And she did. She made him. She showed him her brew. Her brew shows him some lady that Galen does not seem to be happy to see. And freaking Miss Lady Potion, not Phantom, was like, this looks like someone you don't want to find you. I have just the right idea. Have you considered whitewashing yourself for the Netflix adaptation? And Galen said, what? And drank a bottle of cum and turned into a white man. The end.
Amazing. Stellar performance.
And if we
That
look
was
over,
really
and if we
awesome.
look over here with the two of them, I did an edit to his old art. Look at that.
Wrong!
Look at how great it is.
This is so wrong! Oh my god, no!
God.
Look how great it is.
Oh my
Holy
God.
shit.
Whitewash!
That is fucking,
fucking God.
holy
Oh,
shit.
Give him his melanin, please!
Dude.
Already looking at
God,
that.
you Oh, this is so weird.
That's so it feels wrong looking at that.
Why?
I'm so uncomfortable.
This is like
Whitewash Galen isn't real. Whitewash Galen can't hurt you.
Whitewash gallon. Oh, Netflix.
oh my fucking god.
Ah, because of it, his outfit clashes now.
Oh my god.
I specifically grabbed this art because I wanted it to look as bad as possible.
After the other outfit is so peak that it would work if he was whitewashed still. Oh,
I sure should
I've
have
never
made
been so dry.
I love it. I'm so happy. This is the exact.
Don't kill Anthony.
This is the exact fucking response I wanted.
Fuck. I ain't doing any Gortho speeches today, that's for sure.
I'll take my Oscar, thank you.
Well, if you look over here by where by the map.
Finally, you're just in fucking time.
What happened? Who's that?
If you look over here by the map, I actually had.
Gallon.
Okay, you know what? Never mind. Maybe I won't give out the inspirations then.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What the fuck happened?
One to Gorthos and one to Polo.
They're
They're just freaking out because they're just freaking out because I whitewashed Gallon.
Gallon's on Netflix now.
Here's Fumble. You want to see it? We're gonna see it as you come in, or you want to see it now?
When I come in, all right? You come down, all right?
You
This
fucking
reminds me
calm
of like
down.
those fucking quote unquote OCs of people recoloring anime.
Yeah, this is my
whitewash Gallon when I get there, all right?
this is my OC Malin.
Get ready for my OC Wallin.
Oh, man.
Where's Gallon's other token at? Where'd it go?
It's,
All right. where
Oh, I
am
mean,
looking?
he has states now.
Go to
Look,
the potion lady.
look, he has states now.
Potion Master.
Okay. Okay.
Bro.
Just the bro.
Like goes
adaptation,
on.
no.
Light goes off.
Wait.
Would you
hold
guys
on.
stop
Wait,
shifting it,
everyone
please?
dies.
A few inches taller, though.
That's what I was trying to address, and everybody keeps shifting it, so I can't fucking make it go down. But yes, as that has happened, you guys, people who were getting everything ready over by where the cart is at, eventually, the queen had made her way out to all of you. Carrying what seems to be a large box of supplies. Does anybody remember what exactly you had seen when she came out?
A barrel or something.
Mm-hmm. Whenever she had came out, she brought a large barrel of something out with her and seemed to sort of just place it off to the side as if she's expecting someone to come and get it, and it's like, oh, there it is, it's like whatever, it's like, if anybody wants it, it's there, I guess, I suppose, whatever. But as she places this onto the ground, does anybody want to go and collect it, or do you want to call this fucking soon out or something? The only two that are there.
She was rolling around a barrel at the speed of sound.
Yep, she brought a barrel out. It is a rather large barrel. She placed it down over by where you guys are bringing the stuff into your cart. She seems to Basically just like have it sat down. She hasn't said you guys can do it or anything, but she sat it over by your stuff as if she's like, oh, maybe, you know, if you guys want it, it's right there. You know, it's whatever. There's a thing, I guess.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Is this for us?
Oh, this? Well, I suppose you can use it if you want it.
Well, what is it?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it'll be very useful to you. I didn't bring it out for you all or anything.
I won't
but
know unless we know what it is.
I was getting to that. If you fucking shut, I'm getting it. No. This is, well, in the mines, we usually try to get ourselves some of that crystal that is there that I'm sure you guys had all seen. This is a barrel of the dust that we had mixed with some of the water from the mountain. It actually, for some reason, she looks over to it and then looks back to all of you. Gorthos, you remember this stuff really getting crazy volatile in water. It creates a magical explosion. We call them magic barrel bombs, but I mean, if you could use it, it's here. I'm not sure what exactly you could find that'd be worth destroying something. As she just like, you know, she stops and just like looks around, maybe like a big monster insectoid thing that I told you about yesterday or something. If you wanted to use it on something like that, that would probably be the best option for you.
How big is this barrel again?
It's pretty big. Like you would be able to carry it, like obviously, like it's not like bigger than you. But it is rather large.
Are we talking like small dog, medium dog, big dog?
Bigger than a dog. It's
bigger than a dog.
It is
Like
it
pony?
is a large barrel.
Like a pony.
Ponies are pretty big, man.
Yeah, pony. Yeah, it's a pony. Pony.
I'm trying to think of like something to like.
Oh, how about like when you see like in like old westerny stuff, those barrels.
Yeah.
Like actual like freaking.
Yeah, like one of those like
gangplank barrels.
Yeah, like one of those like 2 to 3 foot barrels. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a barrel. Barrel. Okay.
Barrel. As she puts it down, you see there is a small cork in it at the very top of it. And she seems to just sort of like step away from it. I don't know if you would like doing anything with that. It's actually rather dangerous, but if you wanted any sort of chance of defeating that thing, then maybe this will help if you want to take it with you. You don't have to. It's just...
It actually could be. Well, not many of us carry around water, but Galen has water magic. We can probably utilize that together. If we really must.
Obviously it's rather volatile. Don't get any of it on you, because I'm sure you know what happens since you had your friend be with it before. But once it is mixed with water, it loses that curse-like ability very quickly, and again gains a more explosive magical property. If you think that would be good for you, then sure, I suppose you can have it. I was just taking it out.
I mean, if we had left it here and it started raining, that wouldn't have been a good idea, Queen.
Of course. I wasn't going to keep it out here that long or anything. I wasn't... I brought it out for...
Thank you.
She just sort of like looks to you. She like turns away, just sort of like pouting, like.
Gorthos, I think she's in the advanced course of the Soonberry.
I will take Beryl and try her best with her little sheepy arms.
You take the barrel. As you do, you do note upon picking it up that it is a rather large barrel. Not only that, there aren't any real holds in it for you to grip onto. You would think that anyone other than Ronan would probably have a hard time doing other things if you were carrying the barrel into the dungeon. So potentially bringing someone in whose job is just to hold the barrel, or figuring out other things with it before going in would probably be preferred.
We will be required to bring the Goron with us.
you just fucking bring your mailboy and he's just like, yeah, I guess I'm on barrel duty.
Come on, barrel boy, carry your barrel.
You said it was like a 3-foot tall barrel, right?
It's around like 3 foot, yeah.
Oh.
And again, I will remind you because we have talked about this when it came to your bag, but bringing it out would be very much hard to do in the midst of combat.
I love how every mission Marco gets a big bomb so he can kill himself.
When it comes to bombs, that is why bomb bags exist.
Mm-hmm.
And this is way too big for your guys' bomb bag.
It's a bomb barrel.
Yeah.
Well, I like it.
You just put all our bombs inside of that.
Do you want to do that? You sure you want to do that?
As Polo, you go
Flawless
ahead
plan.
and put it onto your thing. Around that point, Gallon, with your new visage, like fresh in your mind, would you like to make your way back to the group, or
Is there a clothing store nearby first?
Not.
Which way?
Just kind of like points out across the road toward the inn.
Thank you.
They can't see that I'm white. They can't see that I'm white.
We gotta actually fucking commission fucking Phantom for White Gallon.
For white
I hate it.
For Hylie and Gallon.
Highly and Gallon.
No one
Cody
needs
is
that.
white Gallon.
He's just wearing this guy's clothes.
Before he leaves, Phantom holds out her hand. Give me the card.
God damn it.
He's just wearing this guy's clothes.
I was gonna honestly ask, like, is there a basic
Give me your clothes, sir.
harem bandit outfit here?
Yeah, you could 100%. Like, you walk in, as you walk in, Riley O'Malley over here starts showing off like some of his stuff, and you ask him for a harem bandit outfit, and you ask the correct question, my friend, because as soon as you say that, you want to praise the queen with us? Is that what you're doing?
Definitely.
Of course. And one moment. As he just sort of like, you see him rush over toward a large like closeted area, and as he opens it up, you almost see like a shine as light emits from the closet he opens up, and inside are just a multitude of different sizes of the same fucking outfit.
You know your walk-in closet? That but just filled with the same fucking brown cloak and fucking black shirt.
Damn, this town gives me depression.
As he brings it right over to you, he hands it off, and as soon as you reach for your wallet, he puts a hand over the wallet and shakes his head like, no.
Oh.
You asked the correct question. If you would have asked for any other clothes, he would have charged you. But as soon as you're like, no, I want to become one of you, he's like, 1 second. You see, as he puts his hand like over the wallet and shakes his head, he looks to you for a second. You see him move part of your bangs like down over your eyes slightly and gives a nod.
Thumbs up.
Just combs over some of the hair down, just like, there we go.
See, now we definitely need new art for Gallon. We need Harem Bandit Gallon.
Now we actually need white Gallon.
He brings out the scissors. Gallon grabs his hair like, no.
Can I get changed here? Can I just put these on now?
Yeah, you can 100% put them on now.
And then
Perfect.
immediately
He'll get changed here. He just steps out. The moment he steps out the door, just separates his bangs again. Like, oh my god, I can't fucking see.
As like you just like nod, you have like your bangs like in front of your eyes. He just gives a smile. You see him bring his hand up to his eye and like wipe away a tear. You guys exchange goodbyes. You stand out. You immediately fix your hair.
Oh god.
How do you see?
Perfect.
As that happens, you see that on the outside, Pan is seemingly waiting for you. as she gives a look to you and then gives a little clap.
How do I look? Perfectly innocuous, right? Can't tell me apart from the crowd.
She goes over to you and then she goes in grabs your arm and just sort of like looks up at you. You can tell that she seems to have, again, just a way about her that seems to be able to explain exactly how she's feeling and what she wants to express. As she looks to you, she starts walking over like, well, let's go, little bro.
Wait, you're coming with us?
Oh, she's not going with you now. She just wants to be there whenever everybody sees you.
Oh, okay.
I just want to
That makes
watch.
sense to me. I just want to watch them start screaming.
As you make your way through, heading back over, before we get to that, there are 3 of you who were still inside of the manor by the time the everything was settled. There is a short amount of time for you guys to do anything you guys might want to do, but everybody seems to be wanting to leave rather quickly. So with that being said, we're going to go down to each of you and see what you guys would like to accomplish. As you had just tried to commune with the goddess of time for a bit there, Ronan, it doesn't seem like you got much of a response from it. By the time you stepped away and looked over like your hands, like, did I do something wrong? Did I not wash my hands? Obra seems to start walking by you as if she's on her way outside. You see that she has donned her the large crystal-like tiara thing that she puts around her fin, and she looks as if she is ready to make her way out. She looks over to you. She gives a little bit of like a wistful like wave with one of her hands before making her way down the stairs.
Okie dokie.
Do you want to say anything before she leaves? I mean, she's basically just going out toward the towards your guys's.
I guess I'll just go with her.
You definitely can. As you make your way out, she seems to look over towards you and give a bit of a recoil for a moment before like giving a smirk to you. You tried communicating with the divine, I see.
Oh, you could see that?
Not really see as much as I can feel it. Those who are more in tune with the elemental energies about us are very much more affected by things like that. They say that the first witches were demons after all.
Oh, does it like hurt?
No, it's nothing like that. It's a little bit jarring sometimes whenever you first get a whiff of it, but it's basically fine. I've also tried communing with the divine as well before. To no luck, I'm sure.
Yeah, same.
They very much don't usually have a lot of time to waste on us, after all. Though, it's really interesting to see you do things like this. Didn't really fit my image of you whenever I met you the first time.
Oh, it super wasn't. And then it kind of was, and now it kind of is, but not a whole lot.
These interesting magical things you do are not a bad thing to see on you. But I'm guessing you can still swing around those fists of yours?
Yeah, they're still in pretty good shape.
Triangular?
I got these.
Like, looks over to the ween eye, just like, as you say shape, she's like, triangular.
Very, yes. Got these. And he makes the gauntlets appear real quick. And then he makes them disappear.
You make the gauntlets appear as she sort of like looks them over for a moment before they disappear. Oh. That's... That's Poe essence, is it not?
Oh, yeah. We had some in our house, and then we freed them from a giant skeleton.
You wouldn't happen to have any more of that, would you?
No, I don't got any on me. Why?
She just sort of like gives a bit of a shrug. Poe essence is very similar to other forms of natural magic out there. If someone like me, or maybe even my mother, were to get a hold of something like that, we could potentially craft some magic for you.
Interesting.
If you ever run up on anything like that again, you could be sure to let me know. Your friends, I guess, as well.
I will be sure to.
Though combining it with items is obviously very good as well.
Yeah, I forget I have them sometimes, and then I just, there they are, you know.
Well, they suit you. Should we make our way away then?
Yep, I suppose it's time to get on the road.
I haven't told the queen that I'll be leaving yet, so well, get to kidnapping then, Ronan.
Wait, you serious?
I'm sure it'll be fine. She starts making her way out.
You follow.
Like, I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry about it.
3 minutes
If I have to do it, I'll do it.
As that happens, Marco and Clavier, what do the two of you like to do with the last little bit of time you guys have? Again, there's not much time, but you guys can do any sort of little preparation things or any sort of like little conversations with somebody if you'd like. What would two of you like?
He's just staring at the sword like, what in the gosh darn?
You just see, like, looking over at Jason, she's just like, it was glowing and kind of batting at it. Yeah, it was. And are you sure it's just because of some sort of piece of your master that was around?
I don't know, probably. I mean, if it started glowing, it's maybe because he was looking at it. God knows. Marco?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just more confused by everything.
And that was the first time, well, other than what happened before inside of the princess's workshop, that something like that has happened.
Right, the workshop. We still don't know much about that magic circle there.
Magic circle?
Yeah, the princess of Hyrule was messing around with some sort of magic.
That sounds like ... Princess of Hyrule.
Yes, there is also something you should understand.
Jason just like
It's
looking.
Like,
Jason
is right there.
Jason is just
Polo's
looking
over there. Is Polo the princess now? Is this what has happened in the last 4 weeks?
Jason is just looking forward, just like like as if nothing has occurred to her that she said anything weird.
So Clavier is new to our group. He doesn't know things.
What kind of things?
Well, we haven't specifically told him that you're technically not the princess.
I'm not the princess!
Yes, but we haven't told him that.
There isn't any technically about it!
Then who's the
Except
princess?
that we've lied to people that you are. But now we're not lying to people anymore. It's all very confusing.
Wait, hold on. So
Yes.
she's not the princess. Polo's the princess, but not the princess of Hyrule. Who's the princess of Hyrule?
A woman named Matilda. She was, well, I was supposed to be her chosen knight after they had found me and brought me in, but she had done something before everything happened and sort of escaped, and we looked similar enough that I guess all of Hyrule thought I was her. I don't really understand exactly what's going on, to be honest, but for the past couple of months I've been basically bound to the kingdom while she escaped.
Which I don't... After everything that we've been through and seen, I don't understand how they think you're her without it, an actual magical interference happening. But with Ronan's magic, it didn't seem like, unless...
I mean, from what you're saying, maybe it's just a circle. You're talking about a magic circle?
Yes.
There wasn't
If
a lot we could
something made
really...
you no longer be that person, then maybe it's, I don't know, really, just like something I mean, something had to switch, and clearly you're here. So maybe something about that circle?
There was something that Galen was saying about it after he had looked it over. Something like there were 3 spells on it or something, right?
Hmm.
Some kind of 3 spells. I don't know magic.
I also don't know magic.
I mostly just have magic put inside me.
Hmm.
Galen probably remembers, but I'm not really that well versed on it. We could show you if we ever go back to Hyrule, though.
Hmm.
Though, you know, if we ever go back, it'll be a little bit too soon, I think, for me.
I understand. Hmm. But speaking of that, I know you don't like thinking about it, but I thought that the king was gonna make a big deal of us leaving. Did anything happen while you were there?
You see her immediately just sort of look away and like busy herself with her sword again, like, oh man, this sword.
Jason?
What's going on with that sword? Wait, are we interrogating? Hello? Margaret,
As soon
need
as
to
you
get
mention
cute
the
here.
king, she just sort of like looks away and just like, oh man, this sword is so interesting.
Jason, please.
Oh, okay, so we're pleading. Jason!
Something happened. Did something happen that we should know about before we ever go back?
Nothing important.
Did you stab him?
No, of course I didn't. I mean,
Okay. We're moving up in the world.
he just wanted to delay a bit because he was sick.
Hmm?
If he was sick, then why didn't he say anything? If he wanted to do that, we had all agreed that we'd have 2 days and then we'd be going. If he wasn't feeling well, he could have said something about it.
It was weird. I didn't really want to bring it up immediately because I felt like if we did, we'd have to stay in the town a bit more.
I feel like I honestly don't think we would have stayed in town if given the choice.
So, the King of Hyrule, the morning that we left, he started acting strange. And
Strange?
yeah, like he was running a fever and he started talking really sporadically, talking about how he would hold off on the ceremony and how we couldn't leave without getting our rewards, or you guys needed to be crowned as champions and he couldn't do that right then. And it just felt like a lot of more complicated things were getting added on to our departure. So whenever we were leaving, I sort of just locked him in his room and left.
Oh. Huh.
I told people he was there. I said he wasn't.
I mean, yeah, I figured someone would figure out that he was there. It's like, you know, his castle.
I mean, at that point, it's more like he was sick, something was wrong, and quite simply, it was probably better to do that so that we could get on with what we were tasked to do.
I mean, what kind of case of the measles you've been getting, Marco, that makes you randomly, sporadically start talking about delaying things?
I don't know what was going on, but don't tell Kira and Roki.
I won't.
I'll be pretty easy. I'll make sure not to. And neither will Larry and neither will Barry. They are like shut traps and stone in the grave.
I just felt that I've been selfish, I know, but I was there so long, and I was looking forward to leaving for so long, and to even wait another day would...
Jason, it's fine. If anybody deserves to be a little selfish at this point, it's you.
I don't know what. I hope that he's feeling fine now. again, I told people he wasn't feeling well, and I told people that he was there, and then I just rushed out, and I grabbed the carriages, and we were on our way, and
Everyone knew that we were leaving that day. It was all agreed upon. Quite simply, something came up with the king, but it's not something that should have delayed us.
yeah, but I delayed all of you getting your titles and everything.
That's fine. Honestly, I don't think it matters that much.
I mean, what do a bunch of titles really do anyway? I think the title that we need is friend.
You're not wrong, Javier.
And also mortal enemy.
No, oh. What?
Mortal enemy?
But most importantly, a friend.
I couldn't think of a good time to bring it all up, and I don't know how Roki and Kira would I don't know how they would act if I mentioned it in front of them. So I've been just sort of keeping it to myself ever since we left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Well, don't apologize. None of us thought to ask until I did just now, so...
I had her trying. I tried having her act like very sus whenever she was like, whenever you guys were getting in the carriage. It's like, no, I'll just stay. I'll be in this one and I'll leave. And we'll
I
leave.
mean, she just had anxiety, which she does.
How fucking dare you? My entire existence is being acknowledged by the public.
But yeah, thank you for letting us know. I don't mean to be pushy about it at all. I was curious.
Also, there's something I wanted to ask. Should I bring the Sword of Evil's Bane with us into the dungeon?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, on one hand, I guess one part of my master's looking for it, but on the other one, you can probably wield a sword, can't you? You can go swoosh.
Well, the reason I bring it up is because obviously there are going to be people there that we want to defeat, but if there is someone there who has the power to make my sword glow like this, the only other people who were able to do that were the three of you. And the three of you were able to take my sword.
So you're saying that whatever's in there might be able to grab that thing?
I was worried that, well, correlation and all. If something is able to make my sword glow as it did, then perhaps they could also wield the Sword of Evil's Bane. I didn't want it to cause us any problems if anything were to happen. And I have this other sword. I don't really know how to use it very well. It's some sort of a magic channeling sword, but I can still use it if I need to. But if you want me to bring the Sword of Evil's Bane, I can as well. I just didn't want to make anything rougher for us.
Personally, I think you should bring it. It is a very it's obviously a very powerful weapon. Even if somebody else can hold and use it, even if they do, there are so many of us here that are going to probably fight against it. I mean, they won't have it for long.
On the other hand as well, it's like, I mean, if they want to take it from you, they have to stop you from using it. And it'll be in your hands, just go whoosh.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. I just know that I'm not the one that's in the most danger if it were to get out of my hands. It would mainly be you and Polo who would be in the most danger, Clavier.
Oh, probably.
I've known for a while now. I've known for a while now, but the two of your just magics, or I guess the way you are, seems to, well, attract the sword very well.
Interesting way to phrase it. I'll make sure not to get stabbed next time.
Well, I think it just is derived from where you get your power.
That makes sense to me.
Some sort of a big undead dragon thing, like you keep saying.
Yeah.
That seems like something that the sword wants to kill. It's like that
Maybe
seems
the
like,
most yelling about it last night.
that seems like something that this thing wants to destroy, probably.
Probably, but we don't have to think about that, do we?
But no, she whenever you say "What about me?" she's like, "Yeah, no, you're fine." Sword of Evil's Bane won't murder you, I don't think. I mean, it probably is a
Marco, your
sword.
energy is a different energy.
I have different energy. It's fine.
Zoom, 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 die.
The energy
stab.
of dark, the
I
energy of
am
light, the energy of mold.
Curious. I have a thing with my curse at the moment. I wonder, as I'm looking at the sword, thinking about the light beam. We'll figure that out.
I will die to test this.
I will die for science.
I will spread around the sword.
I'll make sure to write it down so that it's science and I'm meaningless.
Should we make our way out?
Let us go.
I don't think there's any other more preparations I can make. I've already got like the extra items in my bag that we could just go over on the ride there.
You guys would begin to make your way out. As you do, everybody, you all get mostly things seemingly settled with the cart. As soon as Obra comes out, she just sort of sits on the cart and looks over toward the queen. The queen like looks over like she seems to be very much like but as she does, she just sort of like that person before, I've already told you, right? The one you think that you know? He said that she would die.
Potentially my brother?
Yes.
She'll be fine.
That person, that other... Are you sure?
I am extremely confident.
If it helps...
He's extremely confident.
If it quells your worries, Queen, I was concerned too until, something was brought up with my brother and his prophecies. If it is my brother. Now, my brother is very smart, and I do not believe he would make a bet that he was going to lose. But he lost a bet.
Lost a bet?
And if he cannot even win a simple bet, then how could he prophesize someone's potential demise?
But everything I've been doing though, the lockdown and
could potentially be completely pointless, and maybe you and everyone in town should leave.
Oh.
I mean, she's right.
So go ahead, Polo. I would not normally give you this, but go ahead and roll me for your charm really quick.
Go, girl, boss, go, girl, boss, go.
Go,
I'm gonna use the bat.
go.
Oh
I
man.
was waiting.
You do have a fleeting. Thank you, Jake.
Okay, so first one is 10. Goddess point 4.
You have a fleeting. Use it.
Fleeting.
Yes. Yes.
She looks to
praise.
you as you say that, as she just goes, well, I suppose if this is your brother who was the one that came to us, I suppose I might have been swindled a bit.
At the end of everything, Queen, it is understandable to be concerned and skeptical. Again, if this is my brother, then this could potentially be the case. If it is not my brother, then your wariness was justified. But at the end of the day, if what is prophesied to happen to Hateno is to happen, it is better for you all to retreat. Land can always be returned to, houses rebuilt, and lives started over. But lives cannot be brought back. You are a queen. You are supposed to lead them.
You're correct.
Of course I'm correct. I, too, am to be a ruler.
Hands on hips.
I will see what I can do in the coming day. I will see if I can convince everyone to come with me off to the east.
I have a
And-
feeling that that will not be hard.
I guess they do find it easy to make their way away with me. I will see if we can seek shelter with the river, Zora.
Mm.
We have plenty of things we can trade with them if need be, and it would take you a day or so to get to the dungeon either way, which means anything from the dungeon would take another day or two away from that. So we should have plenty of time.
When we are successful, should we meet up with you at the River Zora's domain?
Mm.
That way you know that we're all safe and sound, and that you can return here to Hateno.
If you would like to, yes. If you need to come back here, I will leave the trial open so that you can make your way inside. I will lock the gates as west as I can, however. Also, if I was swindled, Polo, I should let you know something. The information he gave us was not free.
He charged you?
He asked us for something that we had. One of our village's best kept secrets.
Do you want us to try to return it to you? I don't know what it is.
It's probably not worth returning, to be fair. If he was after it, then he probably used it already. It was a map.
A map?
A map for something off in the mountains. We had gotten it long ago from the trading city to the north of Hyrule. It depicted a dungeon. Deep inside, it was said to hold the remains of a great demon.
Then I think I'm positive now that it is my brother.
But we're not dumb. We didn't give him the original.
You didn't?
No. Well, we are a group of thieves after all. We had it copied.
Oh.
I can try to find our map maker, Oscar. And if I find him, I can send him along the way and to find all of you.
That would be very appreciated. If it is my brother and that is what you said it is, that is most likely the treasure that was left to me by my father.
I was thinking if it was something that concerned him, it might concern you as well. So, if I can find Oscar whenever we travel, then I will send him your way.
Of course. Thank you, Your Majesty.
I'm sorry if I caused you any trouble with the map thing. I shouldn't have just listened to him.
Like I said before, Your Majesty, you were thinking of what was good for your people, to protect them because you care about them. And at least you are able to learn from that mistake, so that you don't repeat it again. Thankfully, no one has been lost yet. And we'll fix it. I will do my best against my brother, if I must.
Well, if there's anything else I can do for you, be sure to let me know, alright? I'll see if I can talk with the Queen of the River Zora to see if I can have them be more lenient with their travel. They don't usually trust outsiders, though I suppose with a member of her own with you, it should be easy enough for you to get there, but I will see what I can do as well. Thank you very much. I'll go and get everyone ready.
And thank you again for your hospitality, Queen.
I'll be sure to leave the door to my manor open. That way, if you all do need to come here for any reason, you'll have somewhere to stay.
Thank you.
She gives a nod. She does seem to have like a bit of a more forlorn look on her face upon sort of understanding now that she was taken advantage of. as she begins to walk away, she looks as if she has a very much like a contempt or like concerned look going across her. As she makes her way up, the others find their ways down to you.
She just, as she walks away, she just leans on the cart. Did I do well, Goldberg?
Wow. You nailed that.
Did I?
You did very well, Polo.
I didn't think she'd actually take my word for it, but at least that covers everybody here in Hateno.
What did Polo do?
Just to get the queen to evacuate the city.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes. I was a little bit worried and anxious there because if it isn't my brother, then well, that would have been very bad if he chose to stay. But
you're already doing much better than I would ever do as a princess. Good job.
Thank you, Miss Jason. I mean, it's not like it was shoved onto me, but it's fine. I am willing to take on the mantle.
I really appreciate, as she begins like talking about that, you guys see that there is another person that seems to come and sort of bring themselves over towards you, as you guys see Pan and some other person,
Some bandit.
some harem bandit with long black hair.
He'd still be wearing the cloak, bro.
Oh, hey.
With long black hair, and he seems to have stolen Gallon's cloak.
Oh. Well then. Stranger with Gallon's cloak.
Hi.
Excuse me, sir?
Hey, Polo.
How do you know my...
As soon as he says,
Sounds like Gallon.
as soon as he says, "Hey, Polo," you guys look over to him in a different light. It almost felt as if at first you guys could not put face to name. However, as soon as he says, "Hello, Polo," all of you look over and, oh, obviously that's Gallon.
Oh, hey, Gallon.
Gallon?
I don't know about that.
I'm not sure what that says. Hold on, let me punch your face. He's like, I've been for this before.
No, not my face. It's my best feature. Besides my hat.
But no, you guys look over at him and you guys see him like this.
All is right with the world now.
Oh, that now it's okay, cool.
Wait, I don't understand.
You see Pan bring her hands up and sort of like move her fingers over Gallon as you guys just feel the intense feeling of her just going magic.
Is this what it's like on the other end? Yes, what I was going to say. Is this what it's like on the other end? Pretty strange.
Yeah,
It does very much remind you of your own sort of illusion on yourself, Gorthos. Once people seem to know, it seems to vanish.
But why?
How do I explain this?
Just looks down, just like,
You wanted to
Alright.
you look?
Easiest way. I was hallucinating. I'm pretty sure it's magic, and if the person I saw is at the ruins, I would rather they not recognize me.
Huh? Hallucinating?
Who was at the ruins?
I thought I like missing information there.
When were you hallucinating?
That's not important.
It is quite important considering this level of enchantment you've placed upon yourself, Gallon.
We've only...
Listen, this wasn't exactly planned. She handed me a potion.
You drank it without thinking about it.
I mean, do I have any reason not to trust something she hands me?
I mean,
She brings out another potion that seems to be a deep orange color as she just has it in her hands like
Or just puts his hands on his hips like
bottoms up.
Does anybody want to try to grab it?
No.
Wait, I
Her strongest potions.
You probably shouldn't take every potion. You're gonna owe her quite a debt.
Do you go to grab it, Ronan?
I wasn't gonna.
Oh, I thought you said I trust her implicitly like we were gonna get it.
No, I trust her. Like I trust the potion lady.
Okay.
Yeah, but she was gonna. You don't have to do that. We believe you.
Are you taking it?
As you go to drink it, Gallon, you do see that she puts a finger on top of the little vial as you take it from her. As you go to like turn it back, she seems to stop the liquid from going into your mouth immediately.
What?
All right, there you go.
She seems to like bring her finger back and forth, like not yet.
What is in that vial?
But she does seem to, at that point, like as you bring it down, she does seem to push it over towards you, and then she just sort of like brings her hands together as she just like kind of rubs her hands together, like, oh, it's fine, you guys can pay me later.
How much is the tab?
Gallon's just gonna look away.
She just puts her hand out like in a dismissive way, like, oh, it's fine, don't worry.
There was no mention of compensation or payment.
You owe me
As he
$2,000.
starts stepping towards the caravan.
I have money. I can make you something delicious to compensate.
Again, just like a dismissive like hand gesture, just like, no. You'll find out how much it's worth.
That's just like sweating a couple bullets, like.
So, do we have everyone that we're taking with us?
We should bring our Goron friend or Mr. Kuro for that bomb that the Queen gave us. I feel like someone very.
What?
You can't have it, Mako.
The Queen gave us a barrel full of crystal powder.
Yes, it detonates when in contact with water.
I heard that you think that I would just carry around a big barrel.
You did the first time.
That was a regular-sized bomb.
No, that was.
It was a big
shaped
bomb.
It was a big bomb that could go in the bomb bag.
Mm-hmm.
She merely is saying she's worried for your safety, Marco.
Mm-hmm. Yes, what Gothos said. Mm-hmm.
You guys do know that both Nimbus and Kuro had wanted to go with you. If you want to go and ask Volmana to go, you definitely can. But you do know that both Nimbus and Kuro wanted to go with you. You guys haven't talked to Atalanta in a bit. She seemed to basically be very scarce after you guys came into here. But if you guys want to go and try to find her, you can as well. Obviously, Roki and Kira will be going because Jason is going. But anybody you guys don't bring with you will probably just travel with these guys off to the River Zora domain.
North has to go find Atalanta. Well, he would also suggest bringing Kuro and Nimbus. But Volmana, he is a mailman.
Yeah.
He's also a big moron.
Yes, but pure strength alone is not good enough to deal with a Goma.
But he was able to survive in a hole for 6 months.
Yes.
To be fair, he has a pair of eyes.
He's very
Gorthos is not doubting his endurance or his strength, but in a situation of intense combat, Gorthos is unsure if he will survive.
We can ask him.
If we're really set on this bomb, I'm more than sure Kuro can carry it.
Yeah.
Should we let Mr. Kuro know of your glamour?
Yeah, I was planning to.
Gorthos is going to
I
suggest
need
that
him to
you.
not scream brother while she's around.
Gorthos demands an explanation as we're going towards the Goma lair. He hops off the cart and just starts making his way towards Atalanta.
The last time you saw her, she was over at the gazebo off to the side of town. You can make your way over there if you like.
Yeah.
As Gorthos starts making his way that way, does anybody want to go off toward Nimbus and Kuro?
Yeah.
She will trail paces behind.
As you guys make your way off to do that, if you guys are planning on having Volmana stay behind, Jason will go over to Volmana and let him know to make his way to the River Zora domain. But as this goes,
I'll go with her. Fuck it.
Okay, there's no scene.
That's fine.
Just letting you know, he's gonna be like, okay. didn't want to fight a giant fucking spider boss anyway.
Yes, that's perfectly reasonable.
I don't know. That sounds like baby.
He does not have many combat abilities as a mailman.
Obviously, a weak mailman then.
But he could deliver justice.
He's very quick.
If we die, we're letting people know that we were dead.
Unless he falls into a hole for 6 months.
It wasn't.
only
It
justice he
wasn't. He
delivers
was
is a
in a. It wasn't that he fell in a hole, Squeaky.
It was like
I
he was
know,
being
I
kept by
know.
ghosts.
I know, he's being kept by ghosts.
But
Damn ghost economy.
as Gallon, you make your way over toward the area that still has a good gathering of people over by it. You see that Kuro is speaking with your sister, and Nimbus is off to the side. As you would make your way over, still in your glamored state, you see that Kuro looks over towards you, stands up, puts his arms wide. Brother!
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
even
had a
work on
feeling.
it. It doesn't even work on it.
I
You
had a
see,
feeling.
you see both Nimbus and the sister like look over and are very confused as he rushes over and sees you. Brother, what are you doing?
White bandit guy.
So Kuro, I have a magic glamour on that doesn't let people see me as me right now.
What?
Obviously, it wouldn't work on you.
Well, obviously, brother, we're so close.
I need you to not shout brother at me for the next few days.
But why, brother? That's my favorite thing to do.
I'll explain on the cart.
Oh. Roll me charm. This is a big deal you're asking of him.
He has like Tourette's for one specific word. You can't tell him not to say it anymore. You can't just tell him that.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty good. You got a 19, 20, 21, 22.
Sadly, you needed a nat 20 to convince him.
Unfortunately, as you tell him, he looks to you as he goes, well, you wouldn't ask me for no reason at all, unless you
I
were
wouldn't
trying
hide
to
my face for no reason at all.
unless you
Are
were
you kidding?
trying
I'm
to
gorgeous.
prank me. But this seems like a bad prank, not a prank on your level, so I will agree with this.
Exactly. I'll always have you involved in it, Kuro. Like when we stole those hydro melons.
They were very good, brother. Polo, you were saying something before?
She was gonna ask Mr. Nimbus, but now that Gallon's outed himself, he probably doesn't see the glamour.
We were also wondering if you would accompany us, Mr. Nimbus.
I planned on going with you, if there was anything that I could do to aid you.
Well, I mean, it's still polite to ask. After all, now that I've convinced the Queen to evacuate Hatena with everybody, there's no use really staying around. It's either that or protecting them while they all go to the River Zora domain.
You see him look over at you as you say that before giving a bit of a look over toward the small embers of the small, very very small bit of the campfire that's left. Before looking back to you. I would think of me as you would think of a tool.
Why would I do that?
That way you can better use it, that way you can best utilize me.
Hey, a new guy! Did you know we're the Phantom Thieves? Ryuji?
No, absolutely not!
She just makes an X with her arms.
No, absolutely not!
Why?
You are a person! You have feelings and wants and desires, and I should not use people as if they are tools. That is not becoming of a princess!
If there was anything that would happen to you, then Jasna would be sad. You're her friend, right?
Yes, I am, but I can
I already
protect
told all
my-
of you that as long as you all help me get my revenge, then I'll give everything to all of you.
Well, that is appreciated. I can protect myself, and I am capable on my own. And I'm sure that she wouldn't like it if you died either, Mr. Nimbus. If anything, she would be sad that she couldn't kill you herself. So you should live.
You see a small smile go across his face, You know, Polo, you don't have to break all of your tools.
You are not a tool. You are an asset. As a person.
Cross his arms.
Whatever you say.
Right.
I gotta say, I much prefer you over your brother. I'm sorry that I'm quiet.
No, it's rather fine. I'm sorry that Brother Vega hurt you back then, but it's still, you are quite formidable for you to have been able to cut off his horn like that.
Me and Kuro have talked about it. Oh, yes!
Huh?
At first, we were very much, well, down in the dumps! Yes, that. We pride ourselves in our strength, after all. But that thing he has is not fair! It's a big cheat!
Every time she goes back to look at Nimbus, he speaks and then her head just shoots to Kuro.
He just is nodding his head.
He just like goes over, just like looking down at you, Polo. It's like, it's a big cheat, and we could, if it wasn't for that, we would have won.
Well, I know what the treasure is, but my brother is formidable in his own. I mean, after all, he's, I think, lived longer than a millennia. I don't know how old my brother Vega or my brother Hadar are, but still, you two must be still more than formidable. He had to have at very least broken a sweat against both of you.
To tell you the truth, Kuro was wondering if he could even be of any help to you recently. Nimbus, you don't have to speak like that.
Mr. Kuro?
He was worried what would happen if he ran into your other brother, and hoped that he could at least do something to protect all of you. You don't have to keep. You don't have to keep speaking, Nimbus. It's fine. We went over it. Everything's fine.
Well,
but I had to remind him that at least that one wouldn't be completely immortal, like your other one.
He is also short one treasure, so whatever the treasure he lost does, he might actually be a little bit weakened. And from what I remember, now that I really look at both you and Galen, my brothers are a little bit similar to you two. A big hulking brute and a smart magic user. What?
I think.
You see him, Kuro look over to you, Galen. He's like, "What do you think, big brute?"
Ow, Kuro. Ow.
Just a big smile.
Can I just splash some water at him?
you just conjure water and just bleh.
Stop that.
The point is, though, my brothers are very close, and just like you two, and utilize each other's strengths to balance out each other's weaknesses. But now they've separated for whatever reason. And I'm pretty sure now that Brother Vega will be on our side if we must deal with Brother Hadar.
I don't know what you're talking about. Neither of us have weaknesses.
I have 0 weaknesses.
Yeah, exactly. Kuro's invincible.
You're right. What am I thinking? The point I'm trying to say is...
As she looks at him, just like...
the point I'm trying
Alan just grinning.
I'm trying to be motivational. The point I'm trying to say is that with you and Galen working together, you could show how much stronger your brotherly bond is against my brother's brotherly bond. Because it's been compromised, you see.
I mean, it was always stronger anyway.
Of course. You're frustrating her.
Oh, I know.
Her cheeks are puffy.
Okay. It's like, he's like, did you guys know that? Oh, you do? Okay.
Oh, you did good.
She's frustrated.
Nimbus goes and stands up. You see him bringing the red cloak that he has up over his mouth very slightly before like situating everything. If we're going to be heading out, then I'll make my way over.
Then, well, I don't think there's anyone else we need to find. I think Gorthos went to find Miss Atalanta. So we should be probably making our way back to the cart.
Ah, yes, the tiny angry.
Tiny angry?
Yes, I tried to get her to come over and eat some fish with us last night, but she was very tiny and angry.
That's pretty normal for her.
I mean, she seemed pretty calm when we were all together in the cart.
I wonder what was wrong then.
I mean, while Galen's explaining in the cart, we could ask her. I mean, we all shared the same cart last time. Why can't we share it all again?
Well, I tried to ask her last night, but she just didn't talk to me at all. She was just very angry, and when I pointed out how angry she was, she looked at me and then she said that she was going to throw me into the water, and I said, "Oh, why don't you go ahead and try it?" And then I was thrown in the water.
See, well, Mr. Kuro, when it comes to women, you're supposed to, when they say they're angry, you're supposed to believe them. And,
well, shouldn't I do my best to make her not angry? I thought if she threw me in the water, then it would get out a bunch of frustration.
It possibly could, but you could also give them a minute to collect themselves and show them that you'll be there beside them.
Oh, that's a long time to be angry.
Sometimes there's a lot to be angry about.
You still have a lot to learn about people's personal space. Looks over to you, Galen, just like, what are they talking about, guys?
Pats Kuro on the shoulder. You'll understand when you're older.
Aren't you both the same age?
And if he understands later, he's older.
That is very true.
As Kuro seems decently confused, Nimbus starts making his way over toward the cart. Do the four of you want to make your way back?
Yeah, let's make our way back.
As you do. Gorthos, you're heading over toward Tiny Angry.
Yeah.
You find yourself getting over to the other side of the bit of the small little stream that is here. As you try to get over, you at first try to find some way to get over that isn't going to cause you to get wet, and then you just eventually say screw it and just walk through the water. As you get over toward the other side, you do find Atalanta inside of the secondary gazebo area over here, just sort of like looking off toward one of the waterfalls. As you approach, she does take a glance over towards you.
Hello, Atalanta. Step.
What is it you need, Gorthos?
We're getting ready to leave soon. To go face the Goma.
All right. She goes to stand up.
Is something troubling you, Atalanta?
Huh? What?
Something is troubling you.
I'll be fine. I just need to kill that monster, right?
Not every problem can be solved by killing a random monster, Atalanta. Trust Gorthos. He knows that more than most. So, what is troubling you?
Nothing that you need to worry about.
Gorthos worries about many things.
I'll be able to do fine going up against whatever we go against, as long as we do it quickly.
And if it is not quick?
It will be quick.
And if it isn't?
It will be.
What if it's not?
She seems to look to you like a bit of like a twitch in one of her brows. What exactly are you saying? You've seen my skill.
Yes.
It will be.
Are you afraid of something, Atalanta?
Afraid. I've been nothing but that ever since leaving the forest.
What those can only imagine. What is it you're afraid of?
Ever since I left, I haven't seen anyone else like me. I felt, I don't know. I had assumed that I would have already made my way back to help my prince by now. But all I can think of is how he's still there, dealing with the problems I can't help him with. I thought that potentially Argo would be coming with all of you, whenever you had all told me that he had made his way to the castle, but then I find that not even he's with you, so I can't have any sort of tie back to the forest. Every day I spend away from it, I feel like part of it is leaving me. As if I can no longer feel the Great Deku Tree's presence. I know what you're going to say. There's not really any presence there, but it was a feeling that I had of, at the very least, familiarity. Nothing out here makes sense. Everything moves differently, strangely. I can't even seem to... I can't seem to aim properly. The proportions out here are too wrong. The wind, too sporadic. I don't know what else to say.
You feel alone and lost in a world that is truly alien. Everything you know is wrong. Everything you thought you knew. People have either...
You make it sound so... Make it sound so story-like.
Lothos' life is far from a story. Oh, the ones you tell children, at least.
Children's tales do not describe my life at all. And I would like it if you did not try to use them as such. Your tales are lost on me.
Lothos' tales are lost on many people. Lothos takes off the mask. Lothos' many tales are forgotten, but that does not mean they're still not true. Lothos knows what it's like to be in a world that does not seem to be your own. It may be different in some ways, but Lothos knows what it's like to step out into a world that's alien. That's wrong.
Forgive me, Gorthos, but while I know that such tales are very important to you, they are meaningless to me. Roll me experience.
Yay. Yeah, fuck, I'll roll thing too. Ooh, big 2. +7, go.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. 27.
As she says that to you and sort of like looks away, you are not convinced at all by what she says there. As you immediately start thinking about all of the things you have recently learned about Atalanta, like the fact that whenever you had left that place before, you had learned that that's not even her real name. First off, That is the name of a long forgotten Kokirium, a hero.
I wonder where that hero's body is.
You also learned from the one that had the one that you had found that had been lost in time for several hundred years. That name was very unique, and that it is not very normal for Kokiri to reuse names like that. It's very much a not a taboo, but frowned upon to take another's name. As you look over toward her, and she seems to just tell you that stories have no such effect on her, that the children's stories are wasted on her. She seems to very much like look away from you over toward the waterfall again, as she is just seemingly, with that nat 20, you can just tell that there's something just wrong, and she seems to be trying to grasp at something to aid her.
It's rude to lie to people that are trying to help you out.
She looks over to you.
Why did you? He looks at the waterfall she was looking at. Why did you pick that name?
What?
Why did you pick that name?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You claim to not hold any weights in story, yet you take on the name of, well, the most storied hero of your people. Is that why everyone refers to you as Knight Captain instead of Atalanta?
She looks back to you. They do not like it. They do not like that my name is stolen. No. I'm guessing you do not like it either.
Porthos could care less. It does not matter what you call yourself. It's what you do that matters.
I'm an outsider in the Kokiri village. At least to everyone there.
He tilts his head a little, like Myro.
To an extent, I suppose. I was found at the Great Deku's tree's roots. No mother, no father. Just me. No fairy. Just a kid. When they found me, the one who found me was my prince. My earliest memories are wondering just exactly where I was, stumbling around until I found something that felt, I don't know, paternal. Something I was wanting to find that was safe. That led me to a dead tree. And all I remember was in the beginning, I was known as the outsider. We didn't know my name, and no one wanted to call me something else. Apparently that's bad luck. So, outsider it was for the longest time. Until we found those ruins. The ones where you found those clothes.
Well, those hopes he hasn't offended you by taking this. What?
It's not mine. Even if I do have that one stolen name. After we had found her, I was fascinated. She looked as if she died on her feet, fighting against insurmountable odds.
You did.
I tried my best to learn more about her. I spoke with Argo about her. I spoke with the elders about her. I spoke with my prince about her. And the more I learned about her, the more I felt she had everything together. Everything that made someone complete. A purpose, skill, a name. So I took it. I started calling myself Atalanta. And the only ones who would call me that were my prince and Argo. Everyone else just kept calling me outsider, at least until I became the knight captain, at which point they started switching to that.
Well, I should hope that at least the Kokiri would know things better than cruelty.
I
We are
never
sorry.
felt cruel. It always felt unnecessary. But I always at least thought for a bit there would be some reason behind it. But all I ever got from it was grief.
Superstition. Grief.
This person who I learned about, the only person that I ever had any interest in, just trying to learn about her and trying to take on as much as I could of her, caused a lot of grief. That is all these stories do. None of them, even the ones that end with happy endings, do anything really of note for anyone. Even the most heroic of them. Those stories of her were fascinating. But in the end, they were just stories.
Every story has its roots in truth, Atalanta. And if those stories truly meant nothing, why are you here?
Because no one else would leave the trees. Everyone was afraid that they were going to die. Whenever I had heard them thinking about trying to get someone to help them, I could feel all their gazes on me. Everyone. You see her kind of look back over toward the waterfall and sort of like grip at her arm for a bit. Everyone. No one wanted to say it, but they all knew I was an outsider. If anyone would survive outside of the trees, it would be me. So, I did it. I didn't know if I would live. I didn't know if I'd be able to find anyone. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I left. After all of you. And then I learned that Argo come out after, and it just feels silly to me now that I was so afraid. I never wanted to leave the forest. And now, after hearing everything you guys said about what's going on in there, I am far from being able to go back.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, if you stay with us, we will go back when we're strong enough. When we have stronger, well, everything to deal with the madness that lurks deep within the woods. And you will be there. And you will be strong too. We can
fine.
help you.
That's what I was planning to do anyway.
Well, does not see a fire in your eyes. So he's somewhat doubtful.
If you were to tell me right now, Gorthos, the exact way to perform what we need to do, I would not stay in this town. I would not rest by the fire. I would not go back toward a dungeon that has nothing to do with that task. It would already be done. But you don't know that. What we have to do, right? To combat whatever is in that forest.
No solid answers. Not yet.
And so here I sit, idly by, until something happens. All the while, not being able to keep these emotions in check. It's frustrating.
Frustrating because you don't want to feel, or frustrating because you feel too much?
It's frustrating because every moment I stay out here, I don't know how many moments pass in there. How long until those things get inside of the tree? Or how long until they can stay there and not need to go out? Or how long until what's left of that place that I love so much is gone? How long have I even been gone?
Those wishes he could tell you that. But those wishes things were different in the Lost Woods.
You don't have to feel sorry for me. I just need to get things done. Sorry that I even told you all of this. It's like you got a nat 20 or something.
Can't fucking believe this.
You don't need. Gorthos is always happy to listen. You need not apologize. He understands more than you'd think. But to sit idly, if this is true, it seems counterproductive. You shouldn't be sitting idly by. Just waiting.
Then what should I do?
Well, with those things, we should be working to get more powerful, stronger. Not just physically. Clearly, you need more people to talk to.
That will help.
Of course it helps. The strongest bonds a hero can form are with those that are close to them.
I
Friends, family, loved ones.
am not a hero, Gorthos.
Yet you bear the name of one. And despite all your naysaying about the ineffectuality of stories, you still act the way you do. You take her name, you become powerful, a defender. In a world that looks down on you as an outsider, you've done everything in your power to protect them. Heroes are not always chosen by a magic sword or given a prophetic future from the soothsayer. Heroes come in many forms. Usually, they have no idea that they are a hero until fate puts them to the grindstone. What this is seen, you've become quite sharper. Congratulations.
Gorthos, as you sit and talk to her, she seems to listen to those last words as she looks over toward the waterfall and then finally look back over towards you. For a moment, you see a bit of a shift in her expression. She seems to almost have a thing of understanding go about her. It quickly goes back to her normal stoic face, but as that happens, you do notice a bit of a shift inside of her. Gorthos, as you give her that speech, and this is something I've been waiting to have you do for quite a while.
Look at you.
I like how I said I wasn't going to do a speech because my throat's fucked and I did one
And then
anyway.
you did it, yeah.
You look over toward Atalanta, and you start to notice a spark inside of her. Your words seems to have changed her slightly, motivated her, and shifted whatever path that she seems to have set for herself. As you look over toward Atalanta, you can now, for the first time, looking over toward her, sense the presence of a hero. Or at least the start of one.
Bro, this has a big old...
Bruh!
As that happens, Gorthos...
Yeah.
Let me get over to you.
Yeah, I'm over here.
Which was the last one you got? You got the diligence last time? Cool. Gorthos, as you look over toward Atalanta, you find yourself giving a bit of a smile over toward her upon seeing this this spark kind of come from her. As this happens, you feel a very strange sense about it, but as she goes to stand up, thank you for using my name. I didn't know how much I wanted someone to actually say it. As she says that, you feel a sense of accomplishment well up inside of you, as if the person who you are seems to either approve or some sort of a reaction to your actions. Upon that happening, Gorthos, you are going to gain a new keyword on the Kokiri sword.
Oh, hey.
But Anthony, did you have the Spice and Wolf track playing?
Maybe.
Good.
you are going to get the Dueling Keyword.
Oh shit, what does that mean?
Whenever you are using the Kokiri sword without using any sort of other thing in your offhand, such as a shield or anything like that, you are going to get another +1 to your attack and damage.
Okay. All right. I'm going to Tough Mountain, so having a wooden shield probably isn't going to work out for me anyway. This track.
You can still use your wooden shield, obviously, and you can still shift between them if you ever need the extra AC. But when you're not using the shield, you are going to get a +1 to your attack and damage, but of course the -2 to your AC.
Oh yeah, it's all good. Orthos, as he smiles and he stands up. You don't need to thank Orthos. He's always happy to, well, help people. Hopefully, someday, Orthos may call you his friend. Would you like that, Atalanta? Orthos would.
I don't make many of those.
He holds out his hand to her. Ooh, it's better. It's always a time. Yeah, I can't speak. There's always time to make friends and to learn how. It's quite easy, actually. Orthos can give you some tips if you need.
Do what you want, I guess. She puts her hand out to you.
He takes it, shakes it. Well, it's a deal then. Let's go. We have a mighty demon-shaped insectoid monstrosity to slay. The others are waiting. One of those things that you'd like a lot of them, if you give them the time.
You guys make your way back over toward the cart. At this point, with everybody making their way back to the cart, you see that everyone is mostly piling their way in. Marco, you would have gone and told Volmana that you guys were going, and to basically for him to hold on to the map of the Fire Temple and go with the others to the River Zora domain, and you guys will be there shortly.
Yeah.
As you guys find yourself coming back, the cart itself is completely ready. The carts on the other side as well. You have all three of your carts, obviously, are ready to make your way away. As you guys start to pile in and move out, we're gonna get you guys back on the road.
On the road again. And since we're on the road again, somebody else is gonna drive Marco's cart because he wants to at least look at one of the three items.
And you as a boomer food.
We'll definitely have you look at some of your items. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna make sure that the dog is not like whining at the top of the stairs. I think I keep hearing it. And you guys can figure out if you want to help Marco look into some of those items. And Marco, you can choose who you think will be the best person for that. I'm gonna go. Be right back.
So right now there are 3 items. There's a dagger, a helmet, and a belt. The belt was apparently the hardest to identify. And I'm not sure what it could do at all.
Don't worry, Marco. I'll help with that belt.
Oh yeah, you have. Don't wait. Doesn't Ron have the song of Identify?
Do I?
I don't know. I thought you could do. No, is that just Identify old magic? I think
That's just like detect magic, basically.
Damn it! Why do none of us have Identify scrolls?
Well,
We're the most disorganized Diablo party I've ever seen.
Well, you see, you see, Anthony, we're not in Diablo, and we have no idea if such a thing as an identification scroll exists in this game. As far as things we've seen, maybe we could get a potion that lets us get on the thing, and it just tells us what it does.
Oh yes, the potion of making items tell you things.
The potion of identification.
You just pour it on a sword that says, "Yeah, I'm a sword of striking" with a Vorpal rune. Yeah, it's pretty cool being that, honestly. Anyway, goodbye.
But yeah, I think Margaret's gonna try to identify the dagger specifically. Who thinks that they would like to be in the cart to help identify the helmet and the belt?
You know, if we're gonna identify shit, I could always help. I have 5 experience. Maybe I recognize a fucking weird weapon.
Then would you like the helmet or the belt?
Cool, those will help identify all of them.
Well, as far as I can tell, there's probably gonna need 3 people for 3 items.
We're gonna get people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Gorthos look at the helmet. It's not like he wears them anyway.
Hell yeah. Our blacksmith boy should look at the helmet. Perfect. It's a perfect fit, you could say.
That's a joke. It barely fits on his head.
Or on helmet he put on his head. It's like the fucking Onion Knight from Dark Souls.
Yeah, dude.
Hello. Gorthos is Gorthos from Katarine.
So you're gonna make that armor set, right?
I'm back. My grandma needed some help and stuff.
Okay.
It's all good.
I am back though. Have you guys decided if you guys are gonna have anybody look into Marco's items?
Yeah, Gorthos will look at the helmet.
Mm-hmm. Marco's looking at the dagger, but we need somebody to do the belt. Who would like to help identify the belt?
Who wants to identify the most important one?
I can definitely fucking try, but like I don't wear belts very often.
You do have your cool things. You have your cool spells and stuff to increase your stats, right?
What do you mean? I only take the power of my master to magically become better at one of the things that I can do in this world, which can be very easily summarized into 8 different slots. So yes.
Yes, come help identify the things.
Oh, this is gonna be so funny. All right, do you guys wanna look into those 3? And the way you're splitting them up are you're looking at the dagger, you're looking at the helm, and you're looking at the belt. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be hilarious.
Funny. So
let's start off with the easiest one, which is going to the one with the highest with the highest chance of actually getting it ready. So the helm.
So Senor Helm.
It's fantastic because it is an experience roll, so that's fun. Not all of these are experience rolls. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that right now.
Hey.
This is not only the easiest item to figure out, but it is also being done by the one that has a +5 in it. I doubt this is going to go bad. Roll me experience.
Just roll.
And he's also a blacksmith, and it's a helmet. It's like a perfect fit.
Woo! Metal crafting.
My little crafting.
17.
That is a 17. That is more than enough to be able to identify the +1 helmet.
You did it, bro.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That is more than enough to identify the +1 helm that you have got.
In your 1,000 years of experience, you've finally done it.
This is a minor enchantment upon.
Basically, it is a you find a little chain coif helmet. This helmet is very nice. You can put it under most kinds of headwear, which is really good. And again, there is a minor enchantment on it. Normally, it would only give the normal +1 to AC that it would normally give. So 1 for being in the slot and then +1 for being a chain. But it also gives a +1 enchantment on it. So whenever you wear this, it is technically a +2 chain helm.
Neat.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
As for the dagger, go ahead and roll me for your diligence, please.
Oh boy, diligence.
Oh yeah, this one. The last one's gonna be the funniest.
I cannot wait to find out. Oh, the belt, it's finesse.
No.
It's resistant.
Ah, come on. Would you like to know? I rolled this dice earlier. I got a 19.
As you mess around with the dagger, you do find that the dagger itself seems to have a bit of a weight toward the tip of the dagger. It's kind of throwing you off very slightly as you are trying to mess around with it. I'm just gonna write down enchanted chain helm. There we go. +2 AC. There we go. But as you feel that little bit of a weight with it, you're trying to maneuver with it as much as you can to try to figure out exactly what this could be. Unfortunately, you're not able to gather much on your day of travel. It's a nice dagger though. You stab people with it. It's pretty good.
Hell yeah.
And finally, the belt, which is the only non-stat roll of the entire thing.
Okay.
Which is the best possible thing for the person who can add their stuff to stat rolls.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I need you to roll me for your luck.
Okie dokie.
This is just a straight D20.
11.
That is an 11. What is the thing that happens on an 11?
It wakes up and slaps me.
As you are trying to identify this belt, trying to see exactly what you can attain from this, you can't figure out what it is. However, as you are messing with it, you do find there is a slight compartment on this belt.
Oh.
As you open up said compartment on the belt, where is it?
This belt's got pockets on it.
It does have pockets. Javier,
Yeah?
you find this in the belt.
Bruh!
Find what in the belt? I don't know. Where am I supposed to be looking?
How do you find a fake card?
This is a legitimate card that you find inside the belt.
Just an actual card? What the fuck?
This is not one that is given by audience. This is the rare actual canonical fake card.
Wow.
Bruh.
That's different.
I just drew the metaphysical concept of fate.
More like chaos.
More like fate.
True fate is chaos.
As you take this out of the small compartment, you look it over, you kind of like turn it. You can't really get much from it. You look back to the belt, to the compartment to like put it back, but the compartment is gone.
Cool, bro. Let's find out what this thing does.
I'm going to put a -1 on this little belt token really quick.
-1 belt.
We'll look into that later. As you go to try to do something with it.
Yep.
Unfortunately, as of right now.
I know what it does.
Unfortunately, as of right now, Clavier, do you want to just use it as is? This is a Clavier decision instead of a FOMO decision. By the way, this is an in-character decision to use this item.
Yeah, I'm enjoying with it. It's like, yeah, whatever. Let's see what happens.
All right. You guys would be traveling.
I'm gonna open a black hole and destroy.
You guys would be traveling in your little carts, making your way through the countryside. As you were doing so, Clavier pulls out a small card. You guys all kind of like look over and be like, "Oh, there's a fucking weird magic card or something, whatever." As this happens, Clavier just looks forward like, "I wonder what this does," and then just activates it. Number 11. Looking at the thing. The best part about this, and you guys are going to be kind of hopefully I'm happy about this. I'm not sure. You guys may or may not. Is this is not tied to any one of you. So this is a way for you guys to potentially get duplicates. I have the list up. Go ahead and roll me a d12.
Okay. D12.
And I am shuffling now.
Okie dokie, my man. You know, it is at times like this that we find out that potentially we could just open. It'd be really funny if like someone who like had a knob rolled for it and then they just get another knob.
Hey.
It will not give a knob. Certain cards are exempt from these rolls. You want me to stop?
Yep.
I have stopped. What'd you get?
Okay, I got 11.
Okay. I'm just going to check on the player's fate and see if you actually got this before. I don't think you have. Oh no, because Clavier only ever has had the knight.
Yeah, it's only that one, yeah. And that's how we got Barry.
Barry.
What does this one do? I don't think anyone's got this one yet.
Oh shit, new.
Making sure that I am correct by looking at the thing.
Oh, worm?
This one has a different list because certain effects don't work whenever it is like this. Because again, like the throne, for example.
Yeah, we can't knob it. Yeah, we can't knob it.
You can't get a knob because otherwise there would be one extra knob throughout the game.
Oh no, the knobs!
The knobs are becoming too powerful.
Welcome to the Legend of Zelda quest for the knobs.
Trying to find the one that has the belts one in it because I have so many fucking lists of all kinds of fake cards for like 12
You're
different
like,
fucking
behold
games.
my list!
I have 12 different fucking games worth of fake cards. Give me a second.
My guy
Because
likes
it's not
lists.
because it's not in the one that I have the fucking Zelda one in for some fucking reason that I am completely ungodly just not knowledgeable to. There we go. You have gotten the comet.
Oh, okay, so we are gonna get Majora's Mask, okay.
Yeah.
As you feel upon taking this card, looking at the actual card upon activating, it seems to let off a golden glow. Upon it doing so, you see light shooting up from the card. The card itself feeling hot in your hands as it like seems to fly upwards, and upwards and out of the window of the cart. Everybody sees this as this thing flies out, making a big mess. The horses on the outside like go like whinny and stop as the carts are going forward. As the comet rises up into the sky, you guys currently are right here. Roll me a D8, Clavier.
I sent an SOS location in a 5-mile radius for everyone who knows.
Roll me a D8 and we will decide which direction this is in.
All right, brother. Let's see where we go. Free.
So, north, east. Oh my fucking god, that's great. It's going off to the east. Oh, that's great. You guys see, as this thing flies out, the horses stop. A symbol in the sky, as if a star is just visible in the sky, hovering above in the world. As this star is in the sky, just hovering up. That's it. You see a shining beacon, a shining star high up in the sky in the daytime.
What?
Good news, everybody! I activated some kind of weird card that released the concept of light into the sky!
I was going to say make a wish. I'm going to make a wish anyway.
I can't yet.
Come on, get to making a wish!
I can't
looks
yet.
out looks like it looks out the cart. Where is that light going?
This is over there! Funny how weird things did you find in... Oh, by the way, Mark, I have no idea what this belt does.
I have made my wish.
Yeah. So this light is just somewhere east or something, or is it just above our heads? Like, what happened?
It is
Exactly.
far off. It is far off to the east. Not like far, but it is at the very least a couple of days travel off to the east.
Should that we
I mean, it's just a star thing in the sky. I don't see what the problem is.
we should investigate that. What did you do?
Are you not satisfied with my creation of a new object in cosmology, Gorphos?
I mean, it's nice.
I feel you should be a little proud of me right now.
Gorthos is very proud of you. How That
Gorthos.
What's it doing over there? Why is
Gorthos.
it there?
Actually, no. This would be more of a Gallon. Gallon.
Yeah.
Roll me for your spirit as this happens around you. You see this freaking this plume of light flying outwards, and we'll see if you gain any knowledge of this from
15.
15 altogether for your spirit.
Yep.
Gallon, as you watch this star fly off into the sky, you see the crazy just things that seem to be flying around and doing that different thing. It stops in the sky. The star just sort of like being a symbol off to the area away. You can sense what appears to feel like a shrine, a deity off in that direction. You get the same kind of sense as you would whenever you were praying and you would talk to one.
I mean, feels like some kind of divine.
So it is good that I made a wish.
You know what,
No,
Polo?
he's
I'll add it
answering.
to. You know what? I'm gonna type it out. Hold on, so I don't forget. Polo made a wish.
And we'll put it on the fridge.
Here's the thing: the one to the east, out of all of them, probably might actually like that.
She's just like, shooting star, make a wish. There's divine something in it. Good thing I made a wish.
Gallon, we keep saying we're gonna do this, and I barely ever bring it up for you, but I think it's a really fun thing for you to do now. You went around Hyrule in your formative years. You went around different things. Let's see if you just have a random knowledge of this. Roll me experience to see if you know of any deity shrines off in that direction.
Can I add spam?
Yeah, what's their name? What can they do specifically?
Yeah, here's the freedom.
What can they do specifically?
If we could give them a domain and a name, that'd be great.
I have given you a fleeting.
Nine.
go.
You also have another one from Clean Predator.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
one more. 11 plus 2 plus 3.
11 plus 2 plus 3, that is
16.
a 16. That is the only thing you can think of whenever you're looking off is you do know that off in that direction is a shrine to the deity of the sun.
Deity of the sun.
Oh yeah, there's
You remember being told by one of the ones you had spoke with recently about being in favor of too many deities may be a bad thing, and them specifically mentioning the sun deity.
Yeah. There's some kind of sun god over there.
Sun god.
Because the sun rises in the east.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking piece. You little shit.
I mean, the sun is a star.
I'm gonna come. Actually, I'm gonna mail you a fucking. Never mind.
See, for a minute, I was feeling proud
it's-
of myself for magically creating a new element of cosmology. But now you're just telling me that it's just like a glowing torch over there to like some temple somewhere. That's kind of, I mean, I'll take it, but
I'm sorry to disappoint you with reality.
reality is very disappointing, yes.
I know. Why do you think I look like this?
I mean, it's
Like what?
different.
Don't worry about it, Chloe.
But yeah, we can't see that.
We can't see it anymore. It was different.
I mean, I'm still wearing the entire different outfit.
That's true.
It looks good on you.
I mean, anything looks good on me, but
I mean, I thought you started to become a harem bandit. Life is like that as well. You have to pick your masters in life, and I guess if you want to, dedicate your life to that lady, that's on you.
honestly, how do people stand wearing things like this? It's so uncomfortably warm.
It has to be itchy, isn't it?
It is. I hate it.
I don't know why people bother
God
wearing it.
forbid your midsection isn't exposed for a minute, more than a minute.
Oh, you're right. Kuro, Polo, can you modify this for me?
I could try.
Within the day that you have of travel inside of a cart, I'm gonna say no.
Really? It's that hard to take a pair of shears and just say fuck the midsection?
I mean, if you want it, good. if you want it good, is what I'm saying. You specifically
Yeah,
asked
no.
those two to do it, so I'm guessing you want it good.
Here.
Any
Yeah.
Ronin with some shears
My
can do
elbows and
it.
cut it.
Any Ronin with some shears can cut it just to get rid of the midriff.
I mean, we can pin it up for a bit until we are able to mend it.
The rugged, torn midriff section might look good.
I mean,
Who knows?
if Kuro and I work together on a rush job, we can make it look good, right, Mr. Kuro?
I mean, but I feel like that's an oxymoron. I think you can make a good rush job.
I think that you have no faith.
Listen, just don't worry about it. Her anyway.
Koro thinks it's a good idea. That way you know it's a bad idea.
Of course.
God damn.
But yes, as you guys kind of suss out potentially what that could be, you find a some sort of a beacon that seems to be showing you guys off in that direction towards something divine.
Worthless wants to find this place.
As you guys will continue your traveling, unfortunately, Clavier, you're looking around for any more compartments of this thing. You can't really seem to find anything. However, just as an arbitrary thing, you can feel you feel as if there are maybe 3 other compartments in this thing.
In this bag, or
in
all
this
I know
belt.
This belt has pockets. That's literally all I know about this. More than one, Marco.
Well, that's better than what I know about this dagger. All I know is it's got a weighted tip. It's throwing me off.
As you do you want to hand the belt back over to Marco? Do you want to keep trying to figure things out about it later? What's going down?
Yeah, here you go, Marco.
Here you
Here's
go,
your
Marco.
belt.
There's your belt.
Here's your belt.
Yay.
There's your utility belt that fucking spits
has
out things.
1
that
plus
alter the
pockets.
Fabric of reality.
It is a
And also,
it is a very neat item that I created after a very neat other item that I super like. But it is much more limited in how many things it has, but the things are very nice.
Welcome to the belt of some things.
Basically,
I
yes.
also get the
It's literally a robe of useful items, but it's a belt. And the thing and the things are much better.
A belt of some items.
One day we'll find out the name of this mystical belt.
It's literally the belt of useful items.
Wow.
We just haven't identified it yet.
You just haven't identified it yet.
So it's a utility belt?
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
That's literally
got
whenever I was thinking about it, I'm like, I want to make Batman's belt as an item. There is can I say it? Can I please say one thing? Can I say one thing?
Yes, you may.
There is literally an item in this belt that is this. It becomes an item for this situation. I literally made it. I have it listed on the item as bat shark repellent.
That's a Mickey Mouse tool.
How the fuck is shark repellent? How is shark repellent supposed to help us in this situation?
That's a tool of Mickey Mouse.
You know what? Well, you know what? We're about to find
It's
out.
my
when
favorite.
We head
It's
out.
my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing that I ever think of whenever I think of like old Batman. Is just he fucking pulls out whatever, and the fucking funniest one was always the shark repellent. So it's like, you know, this is literally I have something for everything. Ha ha.
Talent. Perfect. We can just get straight to Viridian City now.
Oh, look at all these things over here. There's a
Good news,
there's a
guys.
cryboy
We found a
gallery.
spinner of scissors that immediately separates the midriff from your shirt.
Look at them, cute.
But yes, one of them was one of the many actual canonical fake cards that are in this game.
Hooray!
This is the first time I put canonical fake cards in a game since Fairy Tail. It's just they were never found in Fairy Tail.
That's amazing.
But yes, with that being said, you guys would continue on as the day goes by. The star in the sky does not dim, does not do anything of that nature. By the time you guys are near the end of the day of travel, you guys would get basically up toward where you guys believe to start looking for this this cave or this dungeon of sorts. It is getting rather dark as you guys get around the area you feel is the place to start going. Gallon, you have a little bit to go on off of it because you did see a bit of a vision of it recently when you looked into a cauldron, so you kind of know what the entrance of it looks like. It looks like a very much like a very soft decline up against a wall of rock that people just sort of walked into. But as you make your way looking through the area there, let me get a map out really quick.
How bumpy is this ride?
It's all right. There's not a trail to the dungeon yet, but it is not amazingly bumpy.
Okay, so it's a pretty smooth ride, right?
It's a pretty okay ride.
How long is this ride? I want to say if you
about
were
it's about a day.
An hour.
It's about the better part of a day. So we'll say like.
Can we mend that? Can we
12
mend
hours?
that? Can we mend that shirt?
You take off the midriff of the shirt.
Yeah!
It doesn't look good.
God, but because Zelda.
It doesn't look good, but you do it.
Have fun.
We can never have what we want.
You know what? It might not look that great right now, but one day this will be in style and you will be a trendsetter.
Why must you always have your midriff exposed, though?
You guys do end up having to stop,
Why wouldn't
however,
you?
with the carriages because you find yourselves going up against a riverbed.
A riverbed.
A riverbed.
Gasp.
A bed river.
All right, so I guess we drive through.
Fuck yeah, let's just fucking Oregon Trail this shit.
These horses are like dolphin horses or something, right? That's fine.
These horses can
They're
swim,
horsemen.
right?
Oh, hey, there's seahorse.
There's seahorses. There you go, man. Fucking.
Now, see, what we need is some seahorses.
We're gonna ford
it.
the river.
I see some horses over there.
What the fuck? All right.
Well, we can do it. The river's only 22 feet deep. That's like 3 Ronins.
I don't see the problem.
Yeah, exactly. Let's fucking do it.
It's because you're too high up.
3 Ronins. The fuck is 3 Ronins? If it was 4 Ronins, we'd have a problem.
But as you guys would find yourselves getting here, you have 3 of these. I'll make 3 of them. Bam, bam. There you go. Apparently they can stack. But as you guys go forward, you find yourselves looking at the this large riverbed that is in front of you. As you see it, if you guys can basically tell that the river itself is larger than it appears in the thing because I can't make it any bigger. But it would be very hard to get the carriages through, even if the horses could swim. Do you guys want to look around the area? Do you guys want to just go over the river? What's going down?
Can we use water magic to split the river like Moses did in the Bible?
No,
That's a great idea.
you can't.
Damn it.
Well,
Because he only knows a cantrip water magic
there, like-
spell.
Are there any like? Have we been following like a road this whole time, or?
There's no road. Again, this dungeon has only recently appeared.
Okay.
So there's no road. There's no road to the dungeon
Find it
as
hard.
of yet.
I find it unlikely we'll find any boats, but we can look, I guess.
yes, searching the area first is a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Move your token somewhere you feel like you want to search on this side of the river. Okay, Gorthos is going over that way.
On this side, can I just like fly over and see if there's anything like around the
Out
riverside?
of anyone, yes, you and Ronan can get across very easily.
Let's go, broski.
You want to search on the other side?
Yep.
Go ahead and put yourself anywhere on the
I
other
didn't
side of the
realize
river.
there was a whole other map here. I was looking at the big map.
Oh, yeah, my boy. over here.
Over here, my boy.
Oh shit, me too. Shit, me too. I was just like, I'm looking at the map and I'm like, I just see the circle. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, move yourself anywhere on the other side of the river, Ronan and Clavier, if you guys want to cross the river and search the place over there, since you're the only two that are gonna find that easy.
Yeah, right here.
And again, Polo and Gallon, if you guys want to search anywhere on this side of the river, just move your token around where you want to be. If you want to leave Marco by himself up to the far north,
and then Marco jumped into the waterfall and flowed upwards.
Marco, are you on the hill here, or are you in the bottom part of the area? High ground or low ground?
Low ground.
Okay. What about Gallon and Polo?
Like,
I want to leave.
I have an idea. Let's leave.
Well, there's a river. You know how witches can't cross rivers. Time to go.
Here.
You want to search on top of the high ground here?
Yeah, just look up.
And Polo, where you want to go?
She'll follow Bo Ready in case any animals.
Okay, so you're not gonna search anywhere yourself?
Nope.
Okay. None of these are really scenes that are going to be happening. This is just to kind of see if you guys would notice anything. As you guys go around to different things here, we will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So, first things first, Ronan, going this deep over the river off to the other side, you probably won't find anything to really help you get across the river. However, go ahead and give me don't worry about it, it's fine. Go ahead and give me a instinct roll though.
Okay. This one. Nope.
7, 8, 9. Ronan, while you're on the other side of there, you begin to look around, trying to see if you can find anything that of use on this side of the river to potentially either aid you in getting across. That's not going to happen. But you do find, as you're looking around, what appears to be a small hole in the ground.
Oh.
Looking down into the hole, it seems to be large enough at first glance for like a mole or like a gopher or something. But like as you look to it and as you kind of get over it, you see it crumble very slightly at your approach. It's very deceptively big. It seems like as you look to it and kind of like stomp around the area around it, it seems like it's something that if you needed to, you could squeeze down. Wouldn't advise it, but it does appear to be a hole that goes rather deep. You're not sure exactly what it's all about. Clavier, a little bit closer to the main area of this place, but go ahead and give me a instinct roll as well.
Okie dokie. Let's go
might as well get the crew that are on the other side of the river done first.
Yep. 10, 14.
14. As you look around this area, you start to notice that a little bit off in the area just on the other side of the river here, you find what appears to be a section of the river that is used to be home to some sort of campfire.
Yeah.
You find the remnants of a small camp on this side of the river. Looking around it, there doesn't appear to be much left behind. However, as you search through the area thoroughly enough, you do find what appears to be a rupee embedded in the ground with a 14. You find a silver rupee.
Hey.
Behold! They left one whole silver rupee. This looks like the size of not my head, but like my forearm.
Like, how did you lose this? How do you fucking lose this?
Like, I know it's not as big as a gold rupee, but it's still kind of hard to miss.
Oh crap! What happened, Emerald? Someone do a bad?
What? They were offering followers and
Ah,
stuff, like going to
see,
the website.
we could have been famous.
We could have been famous.
Damn
Damn
it.
it, Emerald, you ruined our chance.
The funniest part is that it was their first time chatting.
You ruined our chance. We could have been famous, Emerald.
Gorthos. Looking around downriver from the group, I'd like you to go ahead and roll me. Yours is the sad boy version. Roll me a diligence check really quick.
Hey. Yeah. 18 plus 3.
Can I get to you in a minute? That was
Yeah,
a really
sure,
good
buddy.
roll.
Yeah,
I did.
sure, buddy. Go for
Oh,
it. I'm good.
fuck.
I need to get more water anyway.
Gallon and Polo.
Yeah.
You guys check the immediate high ground over through here to see if there's anything to aid in getting the carriages across. You do not find anything. You do find that the area up here is very clear, so you could potentially hide your carriages up here if you wanted to make sure that they potentially wouldn't get attacked by anybody on their way through. However, as the two of you are here, which you guys can choose one of you to make a You guys can choose one of you to make a lore check.
Sure.
Yeah, you should do it. She only has one lore.
11 plus 1 plus 3.
All together?
Yeah, 15.
Oh, it's specifically you too. That's funny. Where is... I have to make another one, damn it. Unless I have one in here. I probably have one in here. Open up a bag, sorry.
Never forgive you.
Please forgive me.
Nope.
Forgiveness was never an option.
There wasn't a single fucking one in here? God dang. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to make another one. Gonna grab a tiny...
Yeah, shit, dude.
There we go. Custom. Zelda.
Zoldo. The Luke and the Zoldo.
Zelda Waldo.
Zelda
Oh,
Waldo.
no.
Where the fuck did I put them? Squeaky, where did I put them?
To the left under the sugar.
That doesn't help.
Oh, well, you know what? It's by the coconut oil that makes her butt look wet.
Squeaky, I'm looking for a file on a computer.
Well, maybe you should name them instead of bashing your keyboard and calling that a file
Well,
name.
I have them organized. They're in monsters! Why are they in monsters?
Did you answer the question?
Nico, well, I didn't know where else to put them. You know, my bad.
Well, I'm glad that you take responsibility.
A big round wet.
Because I sure as hell wasn't gonna.
Sexual techniques. And a big round oily butt.
Polo just singing as they go through the
on her
forest.
booty cheeks. I wanna what's the nut? She's looking good. She's got a lot of class. Big hoop earrings and a big round ass. I cracked
I'm sorry, fucking 93 FM.
I don't know why I have these in monsters. They're not monsters.
I
But
crack a
They
secret
could be.
group, and it still makes a giggle. I'm one step closer
Gallon.
to seeing the booty. Okay.
you notice as you guys are looking around. Fucking tiny as fuck. You notice a little bit off the beaten path what appears to be a fairy.
Stuff it in the jar.
Oh. Hey there.
I was going to say, speaking of fairy, where's our fairy? But I found it. I'm trying to compare sizes so that I can get it correct.
The little base is really fat.
Yeah, it is. I'm changing it.
A big, wet, oily butt. Goosebumps on a bird's cheeks. Oh, I want to bust a nut.
Find a giant ass fucking fairy.
The
There we
fairy
go.
just has a giant ass twice as big as this pig.
Oh, yeah.
You find what appears to be a fairy, seemingly just like up in one of the trees, seemingly either chilling or sleeping or was doing something.
Yeah, well, oh, hey there.
Are you gonna try to approach it?
Not yet. I'm gonna get its attention first because I don't want to get the fairy anxiety like all the other fucking fairies that run away on the spot.
Did you find somebody?
I'm kidding. You say "Hey there" over to it. You see a bit of a twinkle up in the trees. Polo, this catches your attention as well as the little twinkle of the fairy moving its wings like a little butterfly. As the fairy slightly moves its wings and got its attention of, it seems to look over toward the two of you. What is it?
Hey, we're trying to find a way across the river.
Again?
Oh, it's a fairy.
Yeah, again.
I just did it.
Sorry, different group.
Different group? What? Seems to flutter slightly down from the tree and just sort of like lazily float over towards you. Dante, I will fucking kill you. You'll die. Anyway, it's fine. He doesn't know what I'm saying, except he does. Murder. What do you mean a different group? Other people aren't supposed to be here.
Well, we are, and we could use a hand. You won't mind helping us out real quick?
Roll me for charm.
Do it.
Please?
Charm this fairy.
You know, fairy, you're looking pretty good.
If you want to, go ahead.
You want to help me out real quick?
You just give it a little wink as you're talking to it. It's fine.
Yeah, just look into my eyes.
Just look into my midriff.
You come here often?
You see it kind of float over toward the two of you. It's sort of like seems to like look between the two, and then finally just start lazily floating down toward the grass and landing as it looks up toward the two of you. You're rather pretty for a mortal.
Oh, thank you. I do work on my looks.
I don't know if I can help you.
Why not?
The last one that came by captured me, and then they used my magic, and I haven't got it all back yet.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me think. Do I have any? Is there any ways to like help juice someone up like that?
You cannot juice them up. However, would you like to roll me magic really quick to see if you can figure anything else out? And Polo, you as well. Both of you roll me magic.
I was gonna say she has a potion, but I don't know how well that would work with anything. I'll rate a Stevie Twan.
6.
That's a 10. Plus a 2 in magic, so 12.
You both notice this. As you look over to it, you guys see what appears to be a strange symbol on the inside of them of the wings of the fairy. It appears to be a slightly glowing red, like mixture of lines that seem to have been deliberately placed.
Excuse me, little fairy. Do you mind if I pick you up? There's something on your wing that I want to examine a little closer.
Yeah, sure.
He just gently scoops up fairy in hands. And just takes a close look at whatever red markings are on it.
The two of you look onto it. It is very obvious that there's some sort of a magic circle on them, rode along the fairy's wings.
Do you normally have a sort of magic engraving or what it looks like one on your wings?
Oh no, they did that.
Did they tell you what it does?
It's gonna kill me. And they said if
Oh,
I
we won't
tried,
be having that.
they said if I tried to leave without helping them back across, that I'll die.
Can I see the fairy?
She just holds up the fairy to his face. Here.
Ah.
Little buddy, what's your name?
My name is Aster.
Nice to meet you, Aster. I
No,
have this magic
Aster.
dust. Aster?
Aster.
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 Asta?
Aster.
With 2 S's.
It's
Aster?
It's Aster.
Aster?
It's like an A and an E. Aster. Aster.
Aster.
Aster.
Aster.
Are they just fucking saying?
Hold on, let's focus. You're dying here. Gallon's gonna go for the magic powder.
Oh, you're gonna try to use the magic powder on it?
Yeah.
You turn it into an anti. No, I'm playing.
Damn it.
To remind me, how many uses of magic powder do you have left?
This will be the last one.
It's the last one. Oh fuck!
Didn't you just get a bunch?
I only ever had 2 pinches.
Yeah, you only have it's not the powder stuff that he uses for enchantments, Emerald. This is the magic dust he got at the very beginning of the game.
Grandma gave me.
You hell yeah, that would work. That would immediately work.
Grandma's gonna be so upset helping fairies rather than grinding them more into magic dust.
You could have made 3 magic dust with that fairy.
Well, maybe if you ever explain that shit to me, Granny.
Maybe I'd commit murder.
As you sprinkle the dust along the wings of the fairy, you notice that whatever magic that was making up the circle seems to immediately burn away, as a bit of virility seems to come back to the fairy's wings as they beat slightly faster.
The word is vitality, not virility.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, dude.
Oh,
I already.
don't worry, it's virility too.
I
Just
already
do it.
told you guys before we start. I already told you guys before we start a game. I'm tired as hell.
I'm just like, oh, the word is vitality.
My
Listen,
bad.
you
My
look-
bad.
You look at Gallon, you'll get a little virility too.
The fairy
Look,
gets.
he's in.
I
He's
crushed
too
the
in
fairy
character.
in
The
my
fairy-
hand.
the fairy-
Say that again.
The fairy gets wet. So anyway.
God damn it.
But no.
Oh, I killed him. No.
As you do this for the fairy seems to have its wings beat slightly quicker. He goes, oh, that's a lot better. What did you do? What is that?
Use a little magic powder. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, you're a witch.
Well, thank you for noticing.
I don't know why I didn't notice before.
You were dying?
Probably because you were dying.
Witches aren't supposed to be nice to us.
Why?
Well, because we're really useful to witches, and whenever they go whenever they you know, like we go blah, we go
Excuse me?
blah.
Well, maybe not all witches want to do that.
Besides, you're too adorable to hurt. As I'll pat him on the head.
Now, can you explain who did that to you?
Well, it was someone who was passing by with their group. Someone wanted me to put some sort of a big box over the side. I don't really know much about them. They were immortal like you, I suppose. They had a really dark red robe on. That's about all I know.
Don't worry, we're looking for them to make sure they don't cause more trouble.
They told me that if I tried to run away without helping them back over, that circle was gonna tear me in half.
Well, it can't now.
That's really it's really good. I would rather that not.
Was it just that one person in the red robe? Was there nobody else?
Oh, there was a whole bunch of fish people. And there was another man in a robe. And
Yeah,
there
that's
was
the exact group we're
a
looking
lot.
for.
There was
Thank
a big skeleton.
Oh, okay.
And then after they went by, there was this other mortal that was watching them going by. I think they were a witch too.
Yeah. Anyway.
Everything okay?
Sounds cool. Anyway.
Cool story, bro.
Uh,
So congratulations, you don't have to listen to them anymore.
I think they were going over toward the Goma.
Yeah. And we're heading that way too, if you wouldn't mind helping us out.
Oh, you're going over there? Do you think you can take me home then?
do you
Where's
live
your
in
house?
the dungeon?
I live in the dungeon. Well, I mean, I guess I do. I came out of it whenever it appeared. I don't really know much else beyond that.
No
Other
reason you
than my
can't tag
name
along.
is it is Aister.
Yeah, I don't see why you can't come along, like Galen said, and we have another fairy with us too, named
yeah?
Z.
Oh, that's pretty neat. But because you have a fairy with you, I guess you're not gonna grind me into paste. That's pretty good.
Why would I
Yeah.
want to do that?
Hmm?
Why would I want to do that?
Well, that's what I'm just thinking, you know, these would be you. I don't want you to.
Don't worry, we're not gonna grind you to paste.
Okay, good.
She just looks at the fairy and looks at him, just like,
What?
You see the fairy's wings slow down again as it sort of just like plumps into whoever's hands are holding it right now. Even though it seems to get its vitality back, it's still seeming like it's very sleepy.
Just take it easy, buddy.
Should we head
Back to the cart.
Marco.
I want to hold the fairy. I want to hold.
Very cute fairy.
As you go and grab it, it goes.
You're doing that just as insurance. If Galen makes too many eyebrow wiggles at it, it fucking dies.
Marco, you start making your way down the low ground of this place, down the little
low ground, the
cliff-like
very low
area.
ground.
As you
Also
make
the
your
high
way
ground.
off to the very end of the thing here, you find a chest.
No fucking way! No fucking way! Come on now!
You find a chest.
All right. I will first check for traps. 'Cause it seems weird that there's just a fucking chest near a waterfall, not even behind the waterfall. Come on.
Listen,
Morrow.
listen. You would normally think that is very strange, but in the Zelda universe,
Like I said, behind the waterfall would have been more.
Who's gonna think to look here?
who's gonna think to look at the end of a fucking little bit of a stretch of land? What is this? An RPG?
Oh
I
no!
mean, I
Speaking
did
of
find-
I stored all my life savings hidden
You
behind this
you
convenient
search for
waterfall.
traps. Roll me for
Yeah.
your instinct.
I shall roll you my instinct.
Ah.
I got a 3, which
Well-
is a 7.
You don't find any traps.
Well, if I don't find any traps, I guess it's time to open the chest.
You don't find any traps.
I open the chest.
It's not trapped. You open the chest.
I was careful.
No, you were
saw
very
it,
careful.
both
It's very
sides.
good. It's very good. Yeah, I appreciate you. You open up the chest. There appears to be a potion inside.
Ooh. Heck
Where do I
yeah.
have my potions at? There we go. Bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. You find a green potion inside.
Hey, always good to have more of those on hand.
It is not a
Heck
weak
yeah.
green potion. It is a regular green potion.
A regular green potion? We can find those now.
It does the same thing as a weak green potion, except it has 2 uses.
Oh.
Whoa. No fooling.
No fooling, my boy.
Maybe a little bit of fool.
Maybe a tiny
That's
bit
for
of
later.
fooling. Maybe like a tiny bit.
All right, I'll go
I felt
ahead
bad
and
whenever I rolled for it earlier. It was almost a purple potion.
Oh,
We'll go this entire campaign without ever having one of those.
Whatever they
What
do.
happened over here? What the hell? Oh, when did Polo get all yandere? Never. You're gonna crush that sad baby like a
What the
grape.
fuck?
She would never. X to doubt. It's like a fucking AIM chat room in here now. I would though, Limafau. Big round wet McMuffin.
What
Shawty
the
got
fuck?
sexual techniques.
Oh,
And a
you
big
actually
round
opened the
belly
fucking
goosebumps
chat room.
on her booty cheeks. I want to bust a nut.
So Gorthos.
No, I'm just
Where
gonna.
is this potion at?
I put it in your bag.
Okay.
So Gorthos,
Yeah, I'm over here.
you find something rather interesting down the water.
Is it Squidward's hopes and dreams?
If you want to call it that, you find
No.
a dead body.
Yeah, that's about right.
Looking
Cool.
at the end of the river here, you find a cadaver in the water, seemingly halfway caught on a piece of wood or stone in the river's way. As you look at this cadaver, it appears to be a body of a black robed figure with a very pale look to their face. Their skin even looks very wrinkled, potentially from being in the water for so long, but you're not sure if that's entirely why it's like that. You find a cadaver.
We're the ones to try and pull that fucking thing out.
You pull the cadaver out. As you look to it, you see that the person that is there. Unfortunately, Gorthos, you get a strange sense from it. Roll me for your experience.
Oh no.
A bomb.
Oof, 9. So 14.
9 plus 5, that's 14. You see a very sad kind of feel from it. You see almost what appears to be a spark of hope looking at this cadaver. As if this person had tried to do something good. You can sense almost the presence of a hero within them. However, that presence is muddied by, well, a sense of regret. Whatever this person tried to do, apparently they have failed, and their spirit is restless.
Looking
The
over
other thing
this...
you can tell with it, it is very fresh.
Oh no. So he's gonna look over this. Is there a stab wound? How did this person die?
The only thing you see whenever you bring it out, there does not appear to be any blood, other than potentially some potential blood loss from bumps of the river or different things like going through there. The only things that are notable about it is that he's very much wrinkled on this person. Again, the black robe seems to be pretty interesting. Very much an indication of potentially what this person was, some sort of a mage.
Is there any iconography on this robe, or?
Looking at it, you can see that there, along the front of the robe, where there should have been some sort of an insignia. Apparently, it has been ripped off, either by the person or by a third party. Who could say?
Is this person human, Hylian, Gerudo? Who's this person?
This person, from what you can tell, seems to be that of either a human or a Hylian. It's very hard to tell. As you take the hood off of them, they do appear to have slightly elongated ears. So you can guess either a Hylian or some sort of Hylian lineage in a human. It is definitely someone of Hylian blood.
Is there anything on this person? Any item, something, anything?
Checking them out as you look through them. Yeah, why not? You do see that some of the items that they carried on them, they seem to carry like several potions on them. However, they have been very much broken, either from impact with the river or different things going through there, or they were broken purposely by whoever did this to them. However, there is a single potion that is there that is very much intact. As you see, a potion that none of you have had before. You see, I'm actually making sure that I'm correct with that. I'm looking over everybody, make sure that's not a statement that I lie about. You find a blue potion.
Interesting. What the fuck's a blue potion do?
You haven't used one yet, but you can sense a bit of magic from it.
Yeah, I'll take that.
That is the only thing on him that seems to be intact.
Yeah, Grothos will grab that, and
other than the robe that he's wearing, which is slightly worn, but you know.
Yeah, it's not taking that. A restless soul, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Grothos starts kind of hoists it a little bit and starts dragging it back.
You're gonna drag it back to the group?
Grothos needs Ronan to play that song.
See, I can't say it, but I'm glad you pick up on it.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're possibly talking about. Restless spark of a hero that died.
I can't come out and say it, so I'm very happy that you're on it.
I know what this group can do. We'll drag it back to camp, but keep it kind of out of the way so people don't have to fucking look at it.
As you drag it back over, you leave it a little bit on the other side of this tree here, just in case. You know, you're like, hey man, just sit up, and you kind of sit him up against the wood of the stump there. Mm-hmm. Both Clavier and Ronan would eventually make their way over. Nobody found any way to immediately get them over to the side, except for potentially Aster. But apparently they are somewhat tired. But they could maybe attempt to help you guys out with that.
Grothos has already formulated a plan to get across the river. It's fine.
As you guys gathered around, you start making your way over toward the three carriages. Whereas most of them would have seen that Gallon and Polo have found a bit of a clearing, and would take the three up toward it to sort of just let it sit there for a bit, as they try to see if they're oh, what are you doing here? Get out of here, Pan. You didn't come with them.
She tried.
Get back in town.
Nah.
Get back in town. They're evacuating.
She's just hanging a fucking.
Phantom, are you hearing this right now?
At the bottom of the carriage.
I believe you're sending me back.
Don't send me back. Would you guys? I don't know. Would you guys have brought Pam with you?
Why?
No, she's a non-combatant.
Yeah.
You don't know. She brings out a freaking greatsword.
She is a valuable asset to the town of Hateno, and we should not remove her from her duties as the town witch.
Very true, very true. But no, as everybody seems to be getting the stuff together, trying to see if they need to gather anything from the side, you guys, as you begin to gather, would see Grothos just sort of over the side, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys.
Ronan, Grothos requires your aid.
Oh, all right. What's wrong?
Grothos has found a dead body.
Oh.
Gallon, at that point, you were about to tell people about your fairy friend. Whenever you hear Grothos talking about a dead body,
I have found a dead body. Dun dun.
A dead body has been
You know
found.
anything about a dead body?
What's that?
Just looks down at the fairy. You know anything about a dead body?
about a dead body.
Just opens her hands to show fairy again. She had closed her hands so that it could sleep.
I don't know. I could go and look at it.
Alright,
yeah,
take Aether over to the dead body.
Okay.
It's Gorthos can feel its restless soul. It requires rest.
Oh, okay.
Just having
is
him
not
like
bones
show
yet,
you
Clavier,
guys.
it's
If you don't have
Savior.
you don't have to go if you don't want to, Ronan.
It's already too big for
I'm
me.
going.
I'm just kind of looking at it.
Oh, where did everybody go?
I can't do that whole like police thing where they have like the
You guys ever feel like we're
Oh, yeah.
forgetting someone?
This body's huge.
I can't do it.
Is
Get
that
over there, Mark.
Patrick
Come on. Get
You
over
didn't say my name. I'm sorry.
I said everybody would have gathered.
You're doing the fucking. You're doing the crosswalk.
Alright, we gotta take a Steven's hip.
You gotta do it right, man. We're playing SVU now. There you go.
And then to make it better, hold on. We need
it's like,
some
like you're really there.
we need some yellow tape. Hold on, we're gonna get a crime
Oh,
scene.
no,
Hold on.
it's gotta be around it. It's
Yeah, it's gotta be around it. Yeah, like we're gonna. Don't worry, just keep going. Don't worry, man.
See, the
We
can't have
tension's
anyone
already
interfering with the crime
contaminated
scene.
when
Hold on, we
Yeah.
gotta,
just
oh,
brought the
we gotta
body
make
over.
like a cone.
Yeah, make it like a cone.
But Ronan,
Anyway.
as you-
Anyway, I play the Song of Healing.
do you want to do a small excerpt of the Song of Healing?
This is a
Yeah.
weird Halloween circle.
As you guys look over toward the body, you Ronan, you begin to play the song. Upon doing so, you haven't done this in quite a while, and you have gotten much stronger since the last time you did this. So as you start to play the Song of Healing, you guys all can within the tape.
Hell yeah.
You guys feel the unfortunate end of this person, the frustration that they had gotten after trying their best to infiltrate this target that they were after. As they did their best throughout their life to ingratiate themselves with them and do their absolute best to never be caught and found out. Whenever a slight mistake unfortunately came across them, the slight mistake that they seem to do upon gathering themselves with this target, and that was unfortunately showing a slightest bit of hesitation. Whenever that person did what they did to that fairy, the person here tried to very stealthily remove the curse from them with their magic. Unfortunately, they were found out and mostly ignored and played off, but as soon as they would get to the other side, their target, the one that has the long, very strange hair and deep eyes, unfortunately found and stopped. They placed a hand upon this person, and upon placing their hand down, they knew immediately that they were gone. They tried to fight against it, putting up some sort of a barrier, but it was too late, as their life ebbed away just from a single touch of this person, absorbed into the being that they were sent to take down. Their last thoughts were of their failure, as they tried to make right the wrong that they had done by pointing the fairy out in the first place. They were tossed over the waterfall, and with the last of their thoughts, they cursed their own existence, their weakness. But now, a small glimmer of hope seems to arise from them. As the song is played and their woes lifted, they feel that not a lot of time has passed. Maybe that person the one with the deep black robes, the one that they call the Sage, can be stopped by this group of people here. As the last little bit of life ebbs away from them, the regrets, at least they were able to pass on that message as they ebb away. Orthos, as you look down at this person who spent most of their life under cover trying to find a target, ingratiating themselves to them in any way, while also trying their best not to harm anyone around them, you can't help but feel the presence of a hero within this person.
Poor soul.
Clavier, you know that if you tried to use your magic, you could strip all the fucking flesh from their body. I'm kidding.
Like, I could
They're too
just
big for you, though.
remove- it's like, no, you're right. He's just picking up. It's like, maybe it could. I mean, it would be too big for me. But, you know.
So, do we bury him, or?
Of course we do. He, in the end, deserves a hero's burial after all. He did all he could.
Gorthos, you make your way over to them, and you reach down to go to pick them up to move them to a better place. As you do sense from this person that they're not done. But if you wish to give them a burial, you can.
It's not possible for Gorthos to inhabit this form, though.
Is it not?
It's a hero.
I mean, it still has fleshy bits on it, but
It does still have fleshy
That
bits
can
on
be
it.
easily solved.
I mean, it depends. Do you want the fleshy bits gone? Like,
Yeah. Gorthos would say, as Gorthos tries to pick him, place a hand on it, on his body, it's like,
I mean,
it's sad. Gorthos can feel it, but
not to be macabre here, but it's not like he's using it.
do you take your human with or without the peel?
Do you want your human field?
Well,
I think if you say that it feels like something is still undone, I think he would want his body used for that purpose.
And listen, it's simple. So if it doesn't work out, you you do the thing, you use the bones, you get over there, you do the thing, and then if you feel bad about it, we can bury him anyway. The bones.
We can properly bury the rest of him.
if you're all right with that, Gorthos wasn't sure how to bring this up. This is somewhat unexpected and quite frankly disturbing.
I will say, Gorthos, again, whenever you went to go to you wanted to bury him, but whenever you went over to the person, they have no way of knowing any of your abilities, Gorthos. They have no way of any of that. But you can tell that you can tell just from the fact that this person has been doing this their entire life, just from the fact that they had this much regret seated inside of them, that if they had the choice, they would want to continue.
I mean, I'm not going to volunteer to skin Highly, and they are a favored enemy, but they are not.
Hold on.
I do not.
Hold on, Pearl. Though we've only seen Gorthos using bodies that are already, skeletal.
Are they still talking?
Clavier, you again, like I mentioned to you.
I just want to do it.
You can just do it.
He's just gonna do it. He's like, I need to do it.
I just like
Clavier, while all of you guys are talking about the skin still being on, I was like, no guys, I can just, and then just reaches down as they do, you guys just see a sort of just just char sort of extend from Clavier's touch as they touch the skin, the wrinkled skin of this person, and within just a few seconds the char spreads and then ashes away all of the flesh on this person to bone.
I wanted to.
Polo,
imagine
you've
kinda
seen
like
this before, as that's what they did whenever they got the boar.
Javier, I have a question.
Huh.
They have to be dead for you to do that?
They do,
yeah.
yes.
No.
Here's the thing, the way I was imagining this process was kind of like when you try to get a corn dog and you try to get the hot dog out, but you try to
Well, like Polo, back whenever it happened with you, I had asked you several times, like, oh, you're trying to harvest meat. It's like, yeah, and then like Clavier's just like, are you done? And then they touched it and it's just all gone.
I will be honest, I kind of did forget.
No, it's fine.
That's fine.
That's really cool how Claudia can just do that.
Nico, I know how
that
the
solves that problem.
What's up, Marco? Marco, you just saw a Hylian disintegrate in front of your eyes. What's up?
Since when have you always been able to do that?
Actually, now that I mention it, I recall Mr. Clavier doing that with the boar, and that's how we got Barry.
What's your question, Marco?
Larry.
Yeah, Marco, what's up?
So you know my spell.
Your what?
What?
My spell curse.
Yeah, what's up with
Could I take in what you just did?
Is it a spell?
God.
Oh, that wasn't a spell, no.
Yeah.
That's just a thing he does.
That's just a perk.
That is literally the influence of their master just being channeled through their touch.
Look at this
Yeah,
bird boy, so happy with himself.
Yeah,
I did it!
Unfortunately, that wasn't
Cool.
any magic. That was literally just gone. Things are just
Yeah.
gone.
Okay. I
Hmm.
figured I'd ask because it was funny to me. That is why I was laughing.
It also wasn't cast on you.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't cast on me.
I guess destroy Marco.
I
Well,
cast destroy
Javier,
Marco.
This reminds me of something I've wanted to ask for a long time. It's just never felt pressing. Does all of your magic come from your master, or did he actually ever teach you anything?
Yeah, he just gives me things.
It is
And he
like
can take it away.
Yeah, Clavier,
Look at the
before
camera.
your master, you had no magical talent whatsoever.
Yeah, I did.
it is like a bridge between two islands.
I will say that Gallon and that Gallon and Gorthos would probably both know that the Rito do have innate magical talent to an extent. Like they are a very magical race of people in Hyrule. But that doesn't mean that they're automatically like wizards or anything like that. Like that
But they're
before.
bird brains.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
before
he
this-
was asking for a completely different reason.
Oh, okay.
Neat though.
Alright, so if I want to learn how to work with spirits as he taps his blade, gotta talk to your master. Got it.
Well, Gorthos is glad that messy idea did not have to come to pass.
All right, jump on in, buddy.
Oh my god.
Jump on in, buddy.
Well, jump right in, buddy. It's waiting for you.
I'll hold your other bones. Come on, hold on.
Gorthos, you would know
nice
that
and
your
warm.
current form, Gorthos, is very much probably stronger than what you would get from going into this body. However, if there was any time to be in this body, it would be now to potentially try to get revenge for it.
Hmm.
It is up to you whether you want to jump into a weaker body to help it with its revenge or not.
Well, you never will. Gorthos won't know what it's capable of unless he tries.
I also already skinned it for you. Come on.
Well,
Okay, don't just fucking shit on my love like this, sir.
well, you are right, Clavier. Let's see what happens. Gorthos wants to jump into that body.
Gorthos reaches down toward the skeleton that is covered in the black robe. As they do, the light leaves Gorthos's Kokiri body, the Kokiri form, and seems to ebb into the body below. You guys see the darkness that makes up the inside of Gorthos seem to completely overtake the bone structure that is down below you. The areas in between bones where you would normally see through them begin to fill up with that darkness. The bones themselves begin to slightly shift as they normally do, to sort of give a bit more of a form, a bit more of a completeness to it. As you look down at it, just like before with the Kokiri and with the Donu, features that normally wouldn't be on a skeleton begin to somewhat show themselves, to almost mimic the race that is beneath it. As you fill up this Hylian skeleton, there's even tiny little bone ears that stick out from the sides.
Bone ears?
Mhm.
Aww.
Because that is one of the major traits of the Hylian, is their big ears.
Yeah.
But
Ears don't have bones.
that's why I said
Well-
just then that in places where bones should not even be, Squeaky.
Okay, okay, I missed that part. I'm just like,
Oh.
well, but-
Basically, it's taking on a magical visage of a Hylian,
Mm.
just like what the Kokiri had done, and just like what the Donu had done.
I'm sure the Dodo has little bony dog ears.
It doesn't have like
Yeah.
it doesn't have like little like actual like full ears to it, but it does have these slight nubs, which should not be there, and different things like that.
Ah.
But this one just has like a full on like spiky little Hylian ears, like Marco's.
Yeah. So now we just gotta get another one of those neat bags.
As
It's
that
a good thing we're
fill-
going after.
As that fills out, and the eyes begin to sort of like show up in there, Gorthos, this is your third body. As this happens, this is going to be very interesting for you.
Ooh.
Body number 3, baby.
You feel the sensation of opening your eyes as you lay on the ground. As this happens, you guys look down at Gorthos, and you see him sort of like get up. His expression gives a bit of a strange kind of look to it, as the mouth seems to somewhat move with him getting up, and with that sensation Gorthos had of opening his eyes, you see this skeleton blink.
Oh, that's weird.
I fully accepted that nothing about you will ever make sense, so that checks out.
Gorthos, with this third body under your control, you seem to have given yourself more of a sensation of normality, as you go, yeah, of course you fucking blink. You're Gorthos. Why would Gorthos not?
Yeah. Well, it's just like standing there like he's fine, like, He like stretches.
Well, it's a good thing we're going after that necromancer dude. We can get you another one of those body bags.
We'll just steal his.
Well, I mean, he's gonna die, so we may as well take whatever he has.
It's true.
He may have had a giant skeleton with him.
Well, this will take that too.
There's more bones!
He just
There are
goes like
more
cracks.
bones.
He just kind of cracks his neck a little. Like,
I'm really sorry that I ended up leading to this person's death.
I don't think it is your fault.
He made his choices.
And he's a hero for it.
I really appreciate it, even if it didn't work out best for anyone. He tried, and that was really nice of him.
he did. That's what was important, really.
It's all
And we'll,
about the effort.
and we'll pick off where he left off. Already got
Strange.
the saving you part down.
It's strange. Ortho's not used to being of average height.
So, since he was trying to help the fairy, that means he was also a witch, right?
Orthos, you do feel the sensation of magic throughout your bones,
I think I got
as well as you remember from the little bit of a brief thing that all of you saw, 2 spells that this person could potentially cast.
Oh, fuck.
And what would that be?
You guys remember the spell that he had tried to cast that did not work whenever he used it on the fairy, but the spell to attempt to remove a curse, as well as the spell to put up a shield.
Good news, Marco. We got you covered.
That'll be useful for future curses.
Unfortunately, whenever I say remove a curse, that is mainly just because you guys know what the thing is that this person that the fairy had. The reason it failed is because it was a curse. It's actually he has a dispel magic ability.
Ah.
Magic.
Interesting.
It does not work on
Right, your
curses,
foot
but
marker.
again, I only say curse because you guys know that the fairy was under a curse.
Yeah, I get it. So can Gorthos try and put up a shield?
Gorthos, as you raise your hand, I'm gonna give you this one without making it go down because you are gonna have limited uses of this. As you just sort of put your hand up as a somewhat semi-transparent little shield appears where you move your hand.
Oh.
He immediately drops like, whoa. Huh. Gorthos can cast magic.
Gallon, as you look at that, that is a spell you don't know. That's interesting.
Oh.
That's an interesting spell you don't know. That's an interesting little tidbit of a spell there.
Strange. This is new to Gorthos.
Gallon, you also know that as he's did those two spells in your bit of a vision, most witches, the only one that you know of that is not like this is because she is an outlier. Most witches also know smaller spells, like little cantripy like spells. So this person should have at least one other spell that you guys haven't seen yet. He should have
Gorthos,
some
got
sort of
anything
little
in you? A
cantrip.
little bit
You should
smaller.
Smaller.
You should have
it's
some sort of a
like
little
smaller in
cantripy
space.
ability.
Or those, well, it doesn't exactly all come at once with these kinds of things, Gallon, but Gorthos can try. Maybe.
Listen, just try it at me.
No.
just hit me.
Gorthos
Just
like,
fucking kill me.
Gorthos looks at Mark is like, no. He takes retreat.
Marco, you could let them know about it before you just say
Yes.
kill me.
That was the whole point. No, I'm deadly serious. My curse, I can take in magic now. That's a good way to describe it.
Like a sponge?
Yes, and I can. I mean, if it's an ally, I think I can make it extend further.
I'm surprised you can retain anything sometimes.
He has it from the mold.
Well, that's not very nice.
Gorthos
That
puts
is
a
not
hand.
very nice.
Gorthos puts a hand into his chin like, It isn't,
For
but
science?
still.
Gorphos, come on.
Gorthos is not well versed in magics.
Do you want to try? Do you want to try to do a tiny little spell like Gallon just showed you?
Yeah, like we're gonna try.
Roll me for your instinct.
Hey,
You got this,
I'll
my
give
boy.
you your racial stats whenever we get the other thing.
Oh yeah,
later.
do that later.
Yeah.
Share help. I need energy. I want to blow up Marco.
Share your energy with me.
Ooh,
16.
that's pretty good. As you put your hand out very slightly, you move it over toward Marco. Marco, let me look
Yes.
at your ability really quick. Skill curse when attempting to draw an enemy spell. I would say that this would be, if he's
Yes.
attacking you, it would be considered an enemy spell.
Yes, that is the whole point. Yes.
I need you to roll me spirit, and I need for Gorthos to roll me magic. Gorthos, your magic right now is
Gorthos is your friend.
Gorthos, your magic right now is a flat roll.
Oh shit! Look at
Ooh!
Oh!
Ooh.
17.
Oh, you beat it. Okay. Gorthos got
You beat it
really
by
good there
one.
for a second.
I rolled an 18 and I already have 2 spirit over here because of the blessing.
As
Wow.
he extends his hand, Gorthos, you are able to call upon some sort of a spell. You're not sure what it is, but as you put your hand out in a motion similar to how Gallon had done, Gallon, you see a bit of static appear onto his hand. As this happens, a jolt of electricity comes out from his fingers as it seems to strike at Marco. Marco standing, putting his arm out and just sort of taking it in.
Oh, fun.
Are you, Marco? Are you all right?
Does it hurt or did I take it in perfectly fine?
You took it in perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh,
Are you fine? Fine. Or are you just saying that to not make us worry about you again?
I'm literally fine.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be collapsing or convulsing.
And now
Or
that this is
fertilizing.
in me, Gallon, Clavier,
Hmm?
You
And
should be able to feel like
Gorthos.
and Gorthos now. You each now feel like you can take this spell and use it.
If you
That
guys
is in
want
me.
to, during your turn, as Marco's letting you guys know, during your turn, you guys can use an action to cast the Jolt spell through Marco. This is a spell that has a ranged and a melee component to it. Basically, when you can use it kind of like a shocking grasp, but you can also use it as a bit of a unlimited power.
You wanna be
I'll
Emperor
get you the spell.
Palpatine?
I'll get you the spell next game.
So
You know,
you're
Marco, you're feeling a little familiar right now.
Yeah, it does seem to mimic what Clavier can do with his pets, Barry and Larry.
Speaking of, where are they?
No, they're with you. They're fine. They saw you hollow out another skeleton. They're good.
They're like, another one has joined us.
It is a new Larry.
Ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
Oh, Gary!
So while I've taken it in, I don't think I can use it myself yet.
You cannot.
As he, tries to put his hand forward.
You
like,
do know
towards
as
the
well, you can
river.
only hold one spell in, so as long as you have this little jolt spell, you actually can't take in another spell.
Yes. Since I have this in me, I can't take no more. I only have the one.
Gorthos.
So wait, Marco, it's in you. If we used it on you, could you absorb it again?
I don't know if that's how that works.
It does say an enemy spell gets
Ah.
absorbed.
Yes, but if it were one of y'all's, I think I could do something else.
Basically, it has
So
to have
it's not hitting me.
have an intent of hitting him.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean that. I mean using the spell in it.
Oh no, if it's technically coming from him though, it wouldn't be an enemy spell, I would say.
So
Yeah.
Gorthos is like looking at his hands like, Gorthos like to put up a shield again.
I will say the more you do that, the more I might actually take off like uses.
No,
of it.
it's Gorthos doing a little experiment thing.
Okay.
To see how this works.
You-
He wants to put up another shield in front of him.
You put a little shield out in front of you. This is basically, by the way, the shield spell. From
No.
D&D. However, it does only give amounts of AC equal to a roll. But again, I'll get you the spell next game.
Yeah.
But you put up a little shield. Now that you guys know this witch's element as well, Gallon looking at it, you do see that it does appear to have that same kind of little bit of a staticky look to it as he brings it out.
Now,
Can't believe it. He was just secretly static shock the whole time.
Meaning that whatever the shield spell is, it is some sort of an electricity spell.
now Gorthos, still looking at Marco. Gorthos would like to try to use your curse.
Kill me. It's your
All
turn to
right.
kill me, Gorthos.
All right, Gallon or
Gallon.
Clavier. who wants-
Can Gorthos pull it out himself and just shoot it at him?
If you want to.
Or Gorthos like unsuredly just kind of raises his hand, like makes a
You
motion.
feel the magic inside. You feel the magic inside of Marco because of the way everything is also set up. Because I think this is funny that there's just familiars everywhere. You have Larry and Barry beside of you. You can technically use the spell that Marco has inside of him, and because of Clavier's involvement in the group, channel it through Larry or Barry.
So it comes
This
from
is like
Marco,
a fucking-
shoots to Larry, and then shoots out of Larry.
This is like a fucking turducken of magic.
With Gorthos feeling that, he's like, wait. So he turns the shield towards Barry. And then he's going to just motion to Marco and just cast Jolt at himself through Barry.
Marco, you feel Jolt being cast through you. You put your arm out involuntarily as the Jolt ricochets out from you and just seems to come as Barry begins to slightly charge with electricity. It flies forward and does a shocking grass touch over toward Gorthos. Gorthos, roll against yourself a magic check.
Yay!
This is great.
You fail to hit
circle-
yourself.
The circle of stupidity is complete.
It was totally the shield though that stopped that.
Yay.
Huzzah!
Everybody knows it only stops magic missile.
Gorthos just like steps back like, Gorthos, this is how.
Look at you, Buster. I feel like a real magician yet.
Margaret comes over and puts a hand on his shoulder. Man, it's too bad we're up against the diamond sphere, huh?
I was hoping someone would fucking bring that up.
Has Gorthos ever told you? Has Gorthos ever told you how good you are at raining on people's parades?
I'd say this is a rather shocking development.
I get it. It's because all the electricity.
Well, if you'll excuse Gorthos.
Oh,
That's funny. Oh.
Good job, gang. Hit the showers.
Now, if you'll excuse Gorthos, he's gonna start casting Jolt at the river. Like pew pew pew.
As
We
Gorthos
can't do
begins
it now,
to
Gorthos, thanks a lot.
as Gorthos begins to start channeling his jolt energy, getting used to it, the rest of you sort of like look around. Gallon, specifically, as you watch him do this, you do feel like with enough training, I mean, that is another element that you don't have. You could potentially try to pick it up at some level. You'd have to have him somehow teach you, which would be very strange.
Gorthos just giggling like,
Just keep shocking him.
yeah.
It's fine. We both
with a metal rod during a thunderstorm.
You just put your hand on his shoulder. It's like, it's okay. I know what happens. I have to learn through pain.
Let me join you.
It's fine. Go find your own.
Gorthos just giggling to himself like this must be how it was to be a Vori.
Yeah, this is what it's like to be.
As you guys all feel a sense of appreciation go across everything, as this being that is Gorthos is inhabiting does let off that sort of like little spark of hope one last time. As again, you can tell Gorthos, upon being in this body now, it truly seeks an end to this and wants to be around for it. You know that if you bring this body, that the Diamond Spear then only can fight Ronin.
It's going to cut you like a hot
That's
knife
fine.
through
But at
butter.
the same level, that's what Ronin wants. So
that's how it's gonna be anyway.
Gorthos it'll be strange. Gorthos not used to being in the back of things.
So while he is shooting off his lightning into the river, would you like a demon point, DM Sama?
Why would you
as you
give him a
shoot it at the
demon
river,
point for
no,
it?
he'd have to shoot it at you.
I meant the other part. It's an ally spell.
Let me look.
Because,
Choose
you know,
the
it
friend
turns
knowledge
into
magic
dark.
to choose another target area for the spell, dealing base damage and changing into dark. Do you have a target?
I guess I don't have a target.
This isn't an area of effect spell.
Okay.
You'd have to basically choose to shoot Gallon with it if you want, or something like that. But if here's the thing, it says area in it, so like if something like that were to happen, where like Gallon throws out a fireball, you could potentially do that.
Okay.
But because this is a target spell, unfortunately, you'd have to choose something else to get hit by it. You could kill Polo.
Why?
Murder.
Yeah, you could kill me.
I always didn't like those
Circle of death, I guess.
Same thing, really.
You could very much do that thing they say, fucking around and finding out.
In this case, it would be him fucking around and you finding out.
As that sense of impending justice fills each of you, you guys knowing that now there's a motivation in you to want to really get revenge for this boy. I think that as you guys make your way back over to the main group, I think that we're going to be ending things off there for the night.
Hey, friends! You'll never guess what Gorthos can do now.
Who the fuck are you?
Holy shit! Are we actually ending on midnight for once?
We are ending on midnight for once because I'm very tired and I wanted to end earlier, but we were already here, so.
We were having fun shooting pew pew.
Lay the fuck down.
Go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah, we're gonna get back over here. You guys are going to talk to your crew about things. Gorthos is gonna have to make a decision on which of his corpses he wants to bring with him and which one he wants to put in one of these carriages.
They just hold the tiny Koki. Wait, does the Kokiri? Wait, you say these bodies retain their form, right? Even if I leave it, they're all still in one piece.
It's gonna be really funny if after that speech to Atalanta, you leave your fucking Kokiri body here. Like, all right, later.
The body bag you have can hold one cadaver. However, I'll also say, I mean, you may find other cadavers inside the thing. Maybe you want to leave both of your cadavers behind, since you know you're going to be using this one.
We have carriages.
That's what they're for.
Yeah. What the important thing to remember is, as cool as this wizard body is, I want the giant demon body first.
Oh man,
I want to be big, Gorthos.
Maybe you need to make sure you have room for it in your bag.
Fuck you, I do. Now Gorthos can pull the carriages, all three of them.
What are you talking about? Gorthos is the carriages.
At the end of this is going to just be like the party and about like a walking closet of skeletons.
The party and also this team of ghost types.
As you guys make your way back over toward the group, just again knowing that now all of you except for Ronan are weak to the diamond spear.
Hell yeah.
I think that is again where we're gonna be ending things off for the night.
That's what Ronan would want. Ronan's gonna fucking
dude. Ronan is. I feel like Ronan, you're all about that. I feel like you're like, no, I'll fight him.
Ronan is like, no, none of you interfere.
No. He's mine.
This ass is mine.
This ass belongs.
He has his diamond spear. I have ghost gloves. Let's fucking go.
Gorthos believes in you. Please don't break Gorthos' spear.
I have ghost gloves and 14 attacks in one round, bitch.
That's true, though.
You act as if he's not also a fighter.
Listen, it's all about who goes first.
Literally, you guys. Oh my god, kid, that'd be the funniest shit ever. It's just whoever Nova's first.
Yeah, it's like a fucking competitive Pokemon tournament.
Whoever fucking Nova's
speed stat, Ronan.
Whoever fucking Nova's the opponent first. Hell yeah.
Nah, man, all you gotta do is use the Sing of Tim.
Sing of Tim.
The Sing of Tim activate.
The Sing of Tim.
So, the Sing of Tim's killed.
Who knows? Maybe during the fight, Ronan would have to break another part of the seal.
I sacrificed a good bit of myself to create the Sing of Tim.
But Ronan, you sealed this away for a reason. You can't do that. Is he really worth it? Is he really worth breaking the seal?
Yes.
Yeah.
We must get the proper preparations in order.
Save up your channel points, everyone.
Watch Tales of Arise.
All right.
Preparations.
Cool. So I think the real question I need to ask right now is: do I bother Phantom, Din, or someone else to make this human?
Obviously, we're gonna try to talk to our good friend Phantom to get us some more player art. But unfortunately, they're not around, so we can just all talk.
Yeah,
we can just all talk about how special and amazing they are behind their back.
Yeah. What a fucking amazing person.
Yeah,
they're so amazing.
They're so great. They're so talented.
Well, see, we
actually
back home, so.
I've heard that Phantom's secret to her absolutely snatched waist is Earl Grey boba with extra boba.
With extra
It's also the key to her succulent mommy milkers.
That is very true. I've heard that as well. I heard that she never forgets my kinks.
Okay, I stopped it there.
Good to know that one was crossing the line.
Yeah, good. That's too much. That's
saying, who doesn't want a snatched waist?
What I want to snatch people's waists for.
No, you don't understand. It's a slang.
It's one of them slangs.
It's one of them slings.
Keep up, country man.
It's one of them slings, old geezer.
Slings.
Our time is now, old man.
Reject firearm. Return to sling.
Now you just gotta.
Like the boomer you are.
But Nico, I think the idea of a Gorthos form being done by every artist that is
Yeah, I was gonna say.
is
I was
kind of cool.
Yeah, because with this one we got Kokiri Gorthos with Phantom. By the way, I need to pay to replace that shield. So we got the Kokiri Gorthos from Phantom.
I mean, yeah.
And we got
we got
Donu from Ding.
I mean, yeah. If FOMO wants to try,
Your
or somebody
ass
else
is
wants to
mine.
try,
Cool.
that's perfectly fine by me. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Let's see a fucking wizard.
I'm sorry, Phantom. I'll give you something else to do.
That's fine. We still have whitewash gallon.
Yeah, that's true. We need whitewash gallon.
No,
Netflix adaptation gal.
That's actually very true, Phantom. I can't give you the Gorthos right now. You have to make a whitewashed version of a harem bandit gallon.
I'm gonna get canceled.
With midriff exposed.
No, it's okay.
Fine. It's canon.
You blame the writer. You blame the writers.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
it's canon.
Blame the writer, Dika. Cancel him on Twitter.
You should just leave. You should just leave freaking bleached Ganon.
Yeah.
All right. Good job, gang.
Hold on.
Good job, gang.
I'm trying to finish here. Hold on. I was gonna say you should end the stream on bleached Gallon. So people
I
have
mean,
to
to be
look at it
fair,
before they go to bed.
to be fair, we don't actually need bleach Gallon at all. But getting Gallon in a harem bandit outfit would be pretty good. Like just having a regular Gallon in a harem bandit outfit would be really fun.
Yeah, with the shittily ripped open. Yeah.
What's the point of having a candle? I wouldn't get him in different outfits. This sucks.
Look, we all know that Gallon is our Yome. Okay, we need to get him in more outfits.
It's true. We do need more outfits.
It's true. Like
We
for real
all
though.
pull $60 and we always give it to Phantom.
Taylor's fucking Taylor. Maybe he would get another outfit. Maybe I thought about fucking that. Hey, you fucking welcome.
But yeah, if there happens to be a Phantom around who wants to make a harem bandit and throw a Gallon in it and make it, that's up to that person who apparently has that snatched waist, that kind of thing.
And mommy milkers.
And mommy milkers. Let's not forget the mommy milkers and the kink thing that I said, and all that good stuff.
Pretty sure
remember?
All that good
I
stuff.
like. So we go, next is FOMO, then we go to Lindo, and then do we cycle back to Phantom?
I mean, technically with Lindo, he's already made the big fucking monster thing, if you get that.
No, we fucking get.
Oh, yeah!
We just have to give it clothes.
No, here's how it goes then. Alright, so here's how it's gonna go.
Listen, Anthony, please.
Yep.
Listen, when you have your villain arc, we get Will.
That's true.
Right.
We have to get Will.
Yes.
We have to get Will out for the.
I need to get another big monster body. I need to get a Hinox. Gotta find a Hinox hero.
Yeah, we gotta get Krabozy.
That's true.
Yeah,
we need to get
Kreb
Kreb
too.
to do one. We need to get Kreb. We need to get
God,
the King
Hubris.
Hubris.
Man, you gotta grab I need to get a fucking
We need-
shovel
we
and start
need to
getting to work on getting these bodies.
We need to get a fairy body so Squeaky can do it.
I'm not doing.
She
that.
does all my
Gorthos the
fairies.
anti-
Actually, Squeaky, I do need to talk to you about getting some more fairies from you because I want them.
No, Deco. Anti-fairy's like just flooding skulls, right? I got a skull here.
You're just a fucking anti-fairy.
It's just this skull in the bag, but with a bat wing, like little tiny bat wings. It can't fly. It's too big.
Have Squeaky also make you a Korok body. We'll also have Squeaky make you.
If I have a
Squeaky,
Korok, I will look at the
you need to make the
tree
demon one
ghost
also,
from
Squeaky.
Pokemon.
Yo,
Obviously, Squeaky, you need to make the demon one too. Obviously, whenever he
The
kills
demon.
whenever we kill your brother and take his skeleton.
I thought you were gonna say whenever we find your dad, when we put your dad back together. Like
Yeah,
the
when we
fucking
put your dad
Frankenstein.
back together.
Together.
Gorthos. Gorthos is your father now.
You
Gorthos
say
is
that like
daddy
you're
now.
putting the band back together.
Build a daddy.
Yes.
Gorthos is daddy now.
Hey, Gallon, you're wondering about Clavier's whole patron powers. You want to be a patron of my dad?
Or it just waves at you.
You know.
Would Gorthos be able to make a patron?
Oh,
Maybe.
Maybe. Depends,
If we
Nico.
put-
I think we should talk about that, actually.
That'd be
if we put my
interesting.
dad back together, can someone make a patron?
That would be interesting. And if anybody decides, like, at some point, if there ever is a third class that someone could, who knows if that could happen. But if that ever does happen, someone chooses
you can't
vassal.
have 3 classes.
No, yeah, you can't do that, obviously. Why would
Oh,
I?
yeah.
Why would
I have lots of classes.
Your daughter calls me daddy too. That was the joke I wanted to make.
Like,
We appreciate it here.
It's great. Gorthos is in his own head. I think your daughter calls Gorthos dad.
With all that being said,
Well,
my dudes, I hope
well,
everybody
this
enjoyed
is
themselves.
not
We enjoyed ourselves. Any questions, comments, in the comments below. All that good stuff. Is there anybody doing anything right now? Let me go check and see.
I know the cutie cult's going.
Is the cutie
Look at
cult
that.
still going? We can throw
Look at
people, over there. That's
I think they're still going.
yeah, they're still going. All
Yeah,
right,
they're going.
cool.
Heck yeah.
Must not be about to end.
I mean, that's usually what happens, but you know, I think it's funny.
That's their
so-
problem.
Yeah, it's super funny because then I can at least say that I did it, and you know, they has to still be appreciative. Ta-da. There we are. We're gonna send you guys over to Not 19 Official. The Cutie Cult currently is playing some what are they playing? They're playing
Fallout New Vegas.
They are playing New Vegas. Oh, cool. They're playing some New Vegas right
Vegas
now.
is fucking
They're
awesome.
definitely not about to just end. Obviously, just go in there. They're gonna play all night. They're gonna play for hours, guys.
Fucking better not.
They're gonna have a party.
But yeah,
Heckin'
hope you guys enjoy ourselves. We enjoy ourselves. Oh, until next time, guys. Like always, later days.
later
Goodbye.
days.
Raid messages. Gorthos got inside Marco. All right, bye.
Come on,
Yay.
Marco. The water's just right.